Kevin.
Yeah.
We need to talk about
It's a Lynn Ramsey
Kevin.
movie.
Why did I've heard of that before. I don't think I've
Taylor
seen it.
Swinton and John C. Reilly.
Yeah, it has that English woman, the albino English woman.
I think I
Bald
might
chick
have
from,
seen it. I think
Doctor
I might
Strange.
have seen that shit.
It's fucked up. It'll fuck you up watching that shit for sure.
So really, well, I'm just dragging this out.
But now I'm just tying it into your weird.
But
bow and
weapons,
arrow
there's so
thing.
many weapons you can get. Like, how many people are into bear traps? Like, fucking bear traps are awesome. Anybody can buy them. You don't have to be any age. You can just buy them online. They come to your house. $40 bear traps, man. Can you imagine if shit was like all these people are apocalyptic? They're not buying bear traps. Why wouldn't you buy bear traps?
Cause I don't. Cause
Put them
I
in
think
the front door. Shit's gonna fucking set them.
that's.
Oh, man,
Won't you be
look at
afraid?
it.
I don't think you want to set yourself up in a way where you're afraid you might kill yourself with
This
your
guy's
own
on a homemade
shit.
bike, running away from the cops.
So fuck
This is
bear
Liverpool,
traps. Fuck bear traps.
dude. What if you wake up in the middle of the night
And
and
actually seven one.
forgot your bear
Have you
trap
ever
is
actually
on?
seen those things and snapped one?
God, they'll rip your
No,
leg
but-
right
Dude, that's
off.
fucking. They're designed to fucking crush the bone. They're designed to like crush everything.
In a
But
bear.
not cut through. To snare it.
In a bear,
Yeah.
mind you.
Yeah,
One of
bear
the toughest
ankle.
animals
Fucking
ever.
bear ankle.
It's supposed to crush a bear. It's gonna do
There's
your
motherfuckers
shit
that hit
easy.
coyotes out here with them. There's guys that use them on coyotes. They're little bear.
Fight,
like wolf
fuck a
trap.
coyote up.
Yeah, they do. You'll see fucking. We had a bear up off the dock in Alaska that was missing a paw from a bear trap. She had a fucking stump. It's crazy. She came around
Rip your shit off,
every year
bro.
for like 3 years, and then I think they had to shoot her down at the city dock because fucking she wouldn't leave the grounds. She got really aggressive, so I think they ended up killing her one year I was up there.
Yeah, bro, fuck that.
But yeah, everybody called her stump. She limped. You could tell because she was missing a chunk of her leg. And it's probably because somebody hit her with a bear trap.
That's what Abe wants in his house. Is something to take the
Just
whole
got-
fucking arm
dude, it's
off.
not like fucking. It's not like fucking Wile E. Coyote and fucking Roadrunner.
I'm just
dude.
saying.
You're
You
not just
gotta
gonna
think.
get up and dust yourself
all I'm trying
off,
to bring-
dude.
Hey, listen. All I'm trying to bring forward is we gotta think outside the box. Like,
You gotta think bear traps.
We gotta think outside
it's
the box.
2021. You gotta think bear traps, folks. You gotta think
something. There's all sorts of things that you can. Gasoline. Make a bunch of Molotovs, and there's probably a good cooler you can buy on Amazon that can preserve these Molotovs for a given.
Bro, I'd rather give
Or
my
you can just- you can
newborn
just
baby.
buy gas cans and keep them in your garage.
Right, I'd rather give my newborn baby a butterfly knife than to put a bear trap in my house. I give that
Butterfly knives are
newborn
cool.
a little baby. Be
Teach
fucking
that.
at it.
Baby's,
you can
baby's
get, you know
first
what's cool?
butterfly
You know what's
knife?
cool? You can get
Baby's
practice. You can get those
first
practice
butterfly.
butterflies too that aren't sharp. And then once you get there, then you start working up to sharper blades.
I got a like an axe by my door, and if
You got an
somebody
axe? Yeah.
comes and fucks with me, I got a whole fucking axe I'll take to him on some.
I'm not gonna reveal
warrior
anything
shit.
I have around my crib. You just gotta come to the crib and fuck around. And
Find out.
I got shit everywhere and I can fucking use it.
I need some more weapons hidden in good places. Though. I'm not gonna say where the security is lacking in my house. Just know that it could be more deadly.
Things are strategically placed
Yeah.
that look decorative that I could.
You don't know if I have a basement.
Yeah.
You don't know about that.
Yeah.
I
But
know
yeah,
about
you
that
don't know.
basement. And then that
The
basement,
Garfield, there's plenty of basements in Garfield. Maybe I have one, maybe I don't.
I got a straight up one of those closets. You open up, and all the gats are all like on display. You know, like in the action movies, dude. They're all like symmetrically placed.
Like
So-
Men in Black.
Yeah. They're just, and it just kind of opens up, and you can just kind of pick your shape. You know.
Some John Wick
It's like a
shit.
secret handle hidden behind something. Hidden behind the bust of.
You hear a.
It's like the bat phone. You tilt his head back and press the button.
This whole room, all the walls gonna flip. There's gonna be guns
this green
everywhere.
Screen is actually
Guns.
a real green screen. There's nothing behind it. There's guns.
Yeah. It's all guns back there.
He's green screen and green screen.
All this shit is gonna flip into a gun rack. You even fucking know.
This dirt
This
bike
camera's
video,
gonna go into the ground. A whole fucking rifle's gonna come out.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
honestly.
the periscope from the basement.
I'm probably gonna move in a year. I'm gonna move in a year.
Well, what are you gonna do with this fucking?
I might.
valuable.
Yeah,
I
when are
might
you
try
gonna
to keep
paint?
This. I might try to keep this.
Keep the garage.
And then do what to the house?
Rent it.
Just you or you and the kids?
You're gonna rent the house.
No,
to
me
your
and
kids.
all my kids. We're gonna move in my parents' house.
Well, who's gonna live here then?
The kids.
We're gonna
he's
rent
gonna
it.
rent the house to the kids.
No, I'm gonna rent it to strangers.
I thought you were gonna live inside this room.
No, I was gonna keep this. I think I'm gonna put a door there, take all these books out, and make this pretty much the battle station, media battle station, man. Anybody can use it, man.
Can you sleep here? Like, is it
dude,
like insulated and all that?
It's like I want it to be like pirate radio, like
Pirate
Cuba,
radio, I
straight up
forgot.
Cuba shit, bro. Like Cuba Revolution shit. Just on the airwaves, bro. Just trying to fucking jam the signals.
Yeah, good luck. Because Phoenix is changing so fast, it'll need it.
Oh my god,
Dude, I got.
this
Hey,
town,
dig this
dude.
angle. Hey, tell me what you think of this. And trust me, I think I'm gonna do it either way. I'm already like passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a art show, and I'm gonna charge everybody like money to get in. I'm not gonna show any of these paintings, but they're all gonna be nudes of politicians. Kamala Harris, AOC, Nancy Pelosi. Do you know what I
You
mean?
have these all painted already?
No, I'm working on it. Like, they're gonna be awesome, dude.
Oh.
Who's gonna be the body
You're gonna have
model?
one
You
of
just
Jan
gonna
Bre-
go off your
You're gonna have one of
imagination?
Jan Brewer.
I'm gonna kind of flip old classical nudes with the politicians, man. So like
Suffolk County, that's hella Long Island.
and Anwar, I'm gonna promote absolute maturity and respect for women, and no
It's
laughing,
International
no
Wisdom
laughing, no
Day.
giggling. This is serious, and these are people that we respect.
Any men?
I was
all
thinking
women.
about doing Joe Biden.
What how are you gonna do his dick? Is it gonna be a
It's
constant?
got-
Make it regular?
I think it's just gonna be like
Silvery, peppery down there. What's up?
I think it's gonna be regular saggy, like
I feel like he's got decent sized balls.
I think this is a regular saggy white man dick.
I feel like Biden's got like some not big balls, but balls you go, those are good balls.
They just fucking they get lower as you get older. You know this.
I bet you his aren't even that low either.
That's got a low slung fucking pouch.
I bet you he's got some puffy, nice little balls down there.
You think they're not saggy? You think he takes
I
care
think
of them?
he looks old. He's got young nuts.
Damn, dude. That sounds like some Kim Jong shit, man.
I feel like he's got tight little balls down there.
Man, those are short.
That's why he's so fucking short. Listen,
It's like
you gotta
he's
have
so
if you
tan.
do this, if you like finger pointing somebody and really mean it and wink and like grab ladies, you gotta have real nice balls, like to the point where they've said something to him and he feels good about it. So that's why he walks up like, bitch, you ain't even seen. Don't even worry about the
So
dick.
you think he's just clean?
Don't
You
even
think
worry
he's
about the dick.
I bet.
Like, you got that-
I bet he's got like a Speedo tan line down.
Hell
there.
yeah.
Like he tans. Like he's got a tan.
Oh yeah, because those balls gotta go in a sling, man. He's gotta show those things off.
Yeah, you should paint it with the tan.
He
line.
probably has a lady that pays
So
him
you
just
want
so
me
she
to
can hold his
to
balls.
sexify him? You don't want me to go realism. You
I'm
want
just
me to
saying.
sexify him.
I'm just saying. He's got some nice balls on him.
Got some little silver baby hairs down
He's
there.
got
Shit,
some
man.
fucking coconuts.
Do you remember when Onion was doing all those things? It was called Diamond Joe.
I remember they had like.
Do you remember they have a book out?
I remember they had the one where it was like. Obama mad that Biden won't stop washing Camaro in front of White House.
Yeah, like they made Joe Biden. They made Joe Biden like
Yeah.
just hood, and he would do like casual things, like promiscuous things. Like he would always take drives out with his shirt unbuttoned.
Absolutely.
Topless Biden washing Firebird in Oval Office driveway.
He's got a sun-baked mind.
So that angle will be a good currency in the next couple of months. I think. It's only about time because they're gonna start talking shit on him, and then people are gonna have to make satire.
They'll
I see it
only
happen.
make you sad and disgusting in the art world if you fucking up. I feel like if you just don't do a shitty job, you get drawn with nice balls.
Shit, man, I don't know if I want to focus on the balls that much. I'm
I
just
think
kind
you
of
should just spend more time than you want to
on the balls
on the
area.
balls.
And you're telling me he shaved. He ain't gonna have no hair down there. He's gonna
I
get
think
waxed.
there's some hair down there, but I think he's gonna try to keep a nice.
So kinda keep the
curve.
balls-
He's like,
you're
yeah,
just
Joe
telling me to
Biden
keep-
and I use Manscaped.
You're just telling me keep the balls tucked a little bit. Just tuck them
He's
up a
buying the
little bit.
I think
Manscaped
they're
kit
nice
off
balls,
Instagram.
man.
Hey,
Shit.
why don't you pick up that cup there, jerk?
I bet he's got motherfucking varicose veins out the wazoola though.
So, but no, here. So follow the rest of this. These paintings are gonna have a clear curtain on top of them. Because I'm trying to. I'm not gonna show them. You gotta come there and you gotta lift the curtain up and look at the fucking nude.
I think you should paint.
Is that a cool
That's
experience or
interesting.
not? That's corny. That's corny, right?
That's
Is that,
interesting.
all right. That's good enough.
should-
You sound like my second grade teacher when I wrote a grammatical sentence.
What's a dangling participle?
Have you ever done an interactive art piece?
No, honestly, it's just low grade attention grab. It's just there's nothing artistic about it. It's boredom. It's trollish. It's everything.
So you've never seen an interactive art piece that you're like, oh, this is interesting.
No.
Never.
I kind of don't like art. I mean, honestly, I don't like to think that hard about a fucking ridiculous two-dimensional thing. I'd rather read a book if I'm gonna try to grasp dimensionality of things. I think it's horrible to shove that much in a painting. But I also think symbols are distracting and they fuck with people. You know, like that's. I feel like art should be lowbrow and
really
and aggressive. Yeah.
Hmm.
But also at the same time, there's no reason for it. But I think it shouldn't be. It should be everything but intelligent.
I
like
get
trying
that.
to be pretentious and intelligent.
I get that
like
feeling
this podcast?
sometimes when you do art. You can kind of feel like you're trying to, like sometimes you'll do something because you're like, oh, a bunch of morons are like this.
Yeah, 100%.
I know you. I can sometimes.
And then sometimes I want them
Isn't
to
that
meet.
what social
Sometimes
media
I want to. Sometimes,
Isn't
but
that like
Amar,
the
but
social media. I was like,
but-
oh, the idiots are gonna love this one.
But you know, as a comedian, you should try to corral both idiots.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, I love my art idiots. Oh, they're so pretentious and beautiful.
You want to say something powerful and moving, and then you're like,
and then the dummies. You know,
yeah.
and then,
There's stupid people here too, and I also love that they're here.
and then everybody can be human together and just fucking pieces of shit together.
Yeah.
But I want to be the leader.
So I agree. You don't want to be too fucking hoity-toity and oh, this is art. You know, you don't ever want to get that. Like I had to remind myself of that with just comedy. I was like, oh, none of this fucking matters.
This is like the most Washington shit. Every other one of these videos has been dudes running from cops, and the guy in Washington like
Yeah, that's totally
works his way over the shoulder and pulls over and deals with the police officer. Welcome to Seattle. Well,
He
yeah,
looks so Canadian. Look at this fucking Canadian guy.
Is this Canada?
This is Seattle.
I know, but man, when you get that far north, everybody's Canadian. They're all Canadians.
Hey,
Fair.
bitch, this is where I grew up. We're not fucking.
I know,
Canadian?
I know.
Fuck you.
I know,
Yeah,
I
good
know
as
you're.
Canadian.
I know you're from Washington,
hosers.
but man, you guys are Canadian, dude. You guys are so Canadian
He's
up
a
there.
Canuck.
Bro. Canadian.
I've heard that word.
And then if
It's called British Columbia.
and then San Francisco, like the Bay Area, are just a bunch of confused people, dude. They should just disappear in their fucking disgusting.
You know, I've been
colors,
listening
dude,
to a
like all
fuck ton of-
browns.
I've been having E40's The Hall of Game on like repeat for,
Oh, you're enjoying
for
it?
like 2 months.
What year
dude.
did that come out? What year did that come
That's my
out?
go-to. Anytime I come home faded, I'm just like, hey Siri, play E40's Hall of Game. And then I just bump it loud as shit.
That's his. What is that? What album is that? That's in the 90s.
It's the one that starts out with the Rasheed Wallace track.
Damn.
Record play, record hate.
I only know one E40 album. That's my ghetto report card.
Man.
And when did that one come out?
Like 2000 or some shit.
Okay.
I think Hall of Game was like
2004.
98,
Hey, dig
99,
this.
something like
Seriously,
that.
it's your true story. My uncle sells E40's alcohol. He's his
Oh, 40
client
water.
manager. He has photos with. He shows me his 40s with E40.
Wow.
And when I go over and visit him, he shows me texts with E40 because he thinks I'm all into E40. And in a way, I
You should be. You should be.
I know. I
He's
totally.
great.
I get it.
He's a great-
I get it.
I want his
If you
liquor.
like
I want to get his
movement and will
booze.
be watching this at home. Listen to more E40 because
Yeah, I want to get 40 water. I want 40. He got another one too. He's got not only the
Yeah.
40 water but some other shit. I
Yeah,
want the
well,
40
my-
water. I
my
want to
uncle's
pour glasses
the
of 40
main-
water
The
for
main
people.
sales rep guy.
Tell him to get me some 40 water.
Really?
What's
Yeah, I
up?
want to
I'll
buy
make it happen. I'll
some.
make it happen.
I don't know where to
What's
get it, and I'm
up?
too lazy to do the research.
Yeah, I know. What do you have to order it online?
Yeah, because I've never seen it at a liquor store.
You can't go to fucking
Total Wine?
liquor barn or whatever.
Yeah, is it a total one? Is it there? I've never even seen the shit.
They
Can
don't
you go
got
to? Can you go to? What's that wine store that's everywhere? That franchise.
Total Wine.
Booze
You go to Total
Co.
Wine Scottsdale and get the 40 water.
I hope so. I hope 40 water's got the game just cornered.
Wasted RS. Come on down, get you 40.
What is it? It's like, is it Cavassier? Cognac? That's what niggas love to do, cognac.
So what are you saying?
Yeah, you know what? It could be because they got all that wine up there, right?
You got
north of Vallejo.
cognac.
Wait, let's break that. Hey, let's
That's
break
all-
it down.
that's
Let's
all
break
that
it
shit
down.
is.
Right?
But Ciroc is vodka, so Puffy's
What
got
is it?
that.
What is it in the cognac? What is the taste? What are we looking for?
It's
Is
just
it
sweet.
simple?
It's just
It's
sweet.
It's a sweet liqueur.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's all it is.
I think it's aged wine. that what it is?
Is that what it
Is
is?
it like brandy? Brandy's just wine.
Brandy's awful, man.
Brandy's like wine that goes bad and then they reprocess it.
Some of the worst shit ever.
So you know my favorite thing I just listened to? It was Opie and Anthony talking about Paul Mooney. And they were trying to say, Paul Mooney, so you drink, right? And he's like, no, I don't drink, you know? And he says, well, what's in the cup? And then Paul Mooney says, it's Red Bull. And he's like, no, it's cognac, right? And then, you know, when Paul Mooney attacked him for that shit. No, it's Red Bull. But there's probably just water in there, right? It doesn't even fucking matter.
Well, how long ago was that?
Shit, man. It had to been... Paul Mooney ain't even showing face anymore. Except
he's on Twitter, man. He's talking shit.
I don't think that's him. I don't think
Twitter?
that's him typing it. I really don't think that's him typing it.
I thought he had a Twitter.
I think that's his son typing that shit.
I gotta follow Paul Mooney.
It's overly positive and it's kind of corny after a while.
Is he positive?
Dude, really positive. Honestly, I read one of his tweets during the whole chaos during the coronavirus when it peaked.
Paul Mooney right here.
And I kind of started crying. I honestly started crying off of one of these positive
Paul
tweets.
Mooney, who says, I say niggas so my teeth can stay white. Mooney?
Yeah, no, he said good stuff. It was something like, it was Confucius shit. Clean your room, handle your family.
Paul Mooney was always the confrontational kind of nigga.
I know, but he also had that Jesus positivity, though.
Maybe he did. I never noticed that, though. My dumb kid brain never noticed that.
But you could hear Paul Mooney. I remember one of his tweets. He said, clean your room, take care of your family. All this other shit is bullshit. That's what he was saying. That's what he tweeted. And I was like, man, that's a good. Wow, man. Like,
I don't know.
I'm all caught up on Twitter.
They got that Negro Damas though. That shit was funny as fuck.
Well, he's got it posted?
Nah, somebody he retweeted somebody. Yeah, he's got it. It's Paul Ely Mooney. It's that one.
He's
got the blue check mark.
Blue check.
He's got the blue check mark.
I've tried to get a blue check mark.
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Paul Mooney. Damn, 56,000.
I watched something that he was in. Maybe it was like the Richard Pryor show. Remember he had that show for like, he did like 3 episodes and they canceled him or something because NBC got so many letters saying it was racist to white people that they canceled it.
What show?
Richard Pryor had like a comedy show or something like that
Really?
for like briefly in the 70s. And I literally think they canceled it because NBC got so many letters saying it was like anti-white that they canceled it after. I don't know how many episodes. It wasn't the full season. I know that.
Well, I'm about to Paul Mooney's followed. Hopefully that feed don't disappoint me. You feel?
It's positive, dude. He's like
pretty,
it's like Oprah Winfrey
you
shit.
on there now? You're on Twitter now?
Yeah, I'm trying to build my Twitter up.
Yeah.
I do 2 in the morning riddles.
Riddles.
I smoke a shitload of weed.
The villain of Twitter.
I smoke a shitload of weed and I contemplate things that are impossible.
Abe Zuck on the
Motherfucker
Riddler.
said, I got riddles for. Riddle me this, Twitter.
I'm a Riddler. Oh man, dude! You know what I watched the other day? I watched Ben Affleck get crazy with Sam Harris on Bill Maher's show.
Bill Maher?
Bill Maher, yeah, Bill Maher.
A new one or old one?
No, old as shit. It was right when he was going for Batman, and Ben Stiller was hyped up on roids, supposedly.
Ben Affleck?
And Ben Affleck, I mean, what did I say?
Ben Stiller, Batman.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, Batman.
Same bad actors.
When
Same
did
bad
Batman
actors.
become Jewish?
He can probably pull it off now, too.
That's like we're waiting for that Mel Brooks movie.
Which one? There's a new Mel Brooks?
Yeah, it'd be Ben Stiller, Batman. Directed by Mel Brooks.
So
Boy, this Joker.
So Ben Affleck is going just crazy against Sam Harris. And it's just hyper liberal Hollywood shit, you know, about Muslims and shit. And Sam Harris is like, listen.
Yeah, him and
I
Mark
don't know what
Wahlberg.
Wikipedia biography you read of me. Like, I'm not an alt-right guy. Just chill out, dude. Like, I'm just telling you that I think people confuse when they inquire about Islam and some of the beliefs, it turns into personal bigotry and identity politics shit.
Who, Bill Maher said that?
No, this guy Sam Harris did. And I think, and I'm just trying to.
Because Bill Maher's openly like aggressive
well,
towards all that shit.
Yeah, Bill Maher straight with Sam Harris,
okay.
and they both attacked.
Yeah,
Ben
I mean
Affleck.
that's kind of well known though, is that like both those dudes they say that they're not they're anti-religion, not
Yeah.
anti-Muslim, but they
Yeah.
almost
No, they
exclusively pick on Muslims.
Yeah, 100%. I just
You don't hear them saying any of that shit about the Buddhists.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Myanmar massacres
Oh,
fucking
sure,
like 5
sure.
years ago.
100%.
You know, like fuck.
No, they're
Or the fucking Tibetan, like they're killing all the Tibetan monks and the Muslims over there either.
Yeah, the Uyghurs.
The fucking slaughtering of them.
Uyghurs. They're saying like it's like 3 million.
Yeah, they're like
some shit.
ethnic cleansing. I don't say shit about that.
Because it's not white people.
Because Bill Maher's got a motherfucking
Bill
agenda.
Maher is a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, no, hey,
I worked one of his comedy shows at the Celebrity, and that
He's a
dude
dumbass.
was the biggest cocksucker on the fucking planet.
Of course he is. Every
I will
comic
fucking
is.
proudly say it. He was the biggest fucking asshole in 20 fucking years of doing shows of all varieties and productions and shit all over the fucking country. Bill Maher, without a doubt, is the biggest fucking cunt I have ever worked with. So,
dude, you at least you worked with Bill Maher.
yeah, well,
Dude,
I just fucking let him out on stage, and then he had some stripper there or some escort hanging out backstage that looked
Nice.
just like Sicily from CB4 though, dude.
Dude,
I thought you were gonna say Cicely Tyson.
Down to the leopard, or what was it, Sissy or Cicely? What was her name?
I don't remember what her name was.
But she always wore that leopard unitard thing.
Oh yeah.
The girl looked just like her wearing that leopard thing, waiting for him backstage after the show.
How long ago was this?
Oh, fuck. 07?
Damn, super
06,
pre-pandemic
07,
years.
something like that. That's, I don't know, whenever I was working at Celebrity, it's probably fucking well before I met you.
Yeah, it's 07. I wasn't even here in Arizona. I moved here in 2009.
2009, huh?
Yeah, 2009, bro.
Just fucking moved to the desert. It's like, fuck, I'm starting a Twitter account, coming to Arizona.
Yeah, I don't know if I started Twitter before or after. Well, I moved here January 9th, 2009. So it had to been after. It had been that year. I was like, let's see what Twitter's about.
Yeah. that sounds
Dang.
about right.
I felt like I did that before I came here, but I guess that first year of Arizona was me on fucking Twitter. I think they give you the month on Twitter when you join.
Yeah, I think
you joined, like,
June
June 2009.
It says, it'll say it like in your, in your file. Like if
You
go
know
back
why I
and
joined
start-
Twitter? I used to go to okplayer.com's message boards. Back when people
Okay.
used to go to message
Yeah.
boards, they used to be on like blackplanet.com and shit like that. Like these little online communities like MySpace were all over the place, and people would have these group chats and shit and AOL and Instant Messenger. So I was on OK Player's message board, and it used to be,
What year is that though?
This was, I think I joined that shit back in 2005, and that was
Yeah.
late.
And Twitter was around back then?
No, I was on a message board.
Okay.
Twitter came around 2009.
Oh, okay. See, that's so early, dude.
Right. So in
I mean, when did
2005,
Facebook even bounce?
Facebook had just started letting people in 2008 or 9.
Yeah, definitely.
They just started letting regular
MySpace.
people.
Everybody's jumping off MySpace.
It was still a college website in 2008.
Look, there's that guy's back breaks.
Damn.
These are my favorite
This is a
YouTube
classic
clips.
video. So like in 2005, I was on message boards, and the reason I joined Twitter is because
You want to know?
some of the people on the message boards, they started going over to Twitter. They were like, "This is what, like, we're not doing a message board." And one of those people was fucking Deezus from Deezus and Mero. So I followed him, and then he became like a fucking star on Twitter because he came to it like on those early days.
Dude, there's some people that I think it's amazing that have like built awesome fucking careers out of just being funny.
Just being funny on Twitter.
Yeah, I admire those guys. I've always tried to be those dudes, but you know, I have mental problems or whatever.
Man, it's like rare to do that though. Like that was like no one's getting famous off of Twitter anymore.
You can mask down the spark.
You know what I mean? That was such
Hey,
an old thing.
How's your I can't. I need to download iTunes. I want to listen to your most recent podcast.
Oh my podcast.
How's that going?
It's a podcast.
I mean, I'm keep listening to your old ones.
You talk about the Clippers, they'll seem to be the only podcast.
Nah. And what is the status of everybody in the back? Like I haven't followed the season at all.
Utah's the number one team.
Is it close to the playoffs?
All-Star break halfway through.
That's halfway. I've never given a fuck about basketball, but now I'm trying to.
Philly's the number one team in the East, followed by Brooklyn.
I grew up in Baltimore. We never had a basketball team, so I never cared about basketball.
That's crazy. They don't have a...
Nah, it's just the Washington Wizards. Yeah, I just didn't care. And then, like, maybe 4 years ago, I was like, I'm going to try to get into basketball.
Wait, when did you move out of Baltimore?
Fuck. I left Baltimore years and years ago. Probably 2005?
I'm good. Yeah, I'll just smoke my pipe. Hey man, what do you think? So like your production is pretty chill, right? You have someone else working behind the thing. I mean, you're just hella polished. I feel like you're grimier.
Well,
I mean, you're the 1080, the 1080, the 4K video. You got this bomb ass logo that's straight out of Jackie Brown.
I had the early ones.
I feel like your shit's super polished. I feel like it's too polished.
Just too polished.
I feel like your logo's way too clean.
I don't even do it anymore. I made that logo on my phone.
Really? That shit looks clean as fuck. It just shows you what the material I'm working with. But
I just made that shit on my phone. I was like, I spent the day and I'm good because I'll be too high. I don't want to talk anymore. I smoked a little before I got here, so I was like, let me see if I can just be all right. Yeah, I fucking made that shit on my phone, and then all that shit was my friend's equipment. He had like Enders, who's dope. Mike Enders is a comic. He was like, I got the equipment to record it, and I got 2 cameras, and I'll just do all this shit. I was like, all right. And he made it look that good. All I did was make the logo. I made the logo. He was like, do you want to make a podcast? I was like, I've been thinking about it. He's like, come to my house. And he started fucking producing it, and he got the shit off the ground. And now I recorded with my homie Portillo, who's also great in audio.
okay.
Because Ender started his own business, and he's been like stupid busy. But yeah, I got 2 people that make the podcast sound good as fuck. Like I got lucky.
You got these fancy cordless mics?
Yeah, you got these?
No, I should get these.
You got the 905 too?
I don't got.
Well, hey,
902.8.
typically my favorite thing ever that was low budget was Ancient Aliens with the Action Bronson deal.
Still never seen that.
You haven't seen that? Okay,
That guy's got the best hair in the history of television, though. Like,
I know.
That dude.
Who, Bronson?
No, the dude in Ancient Aliens
guy.
dude.
Like
Oh, that guy?
The Greek guy.
The guy who's like
Sipalos
he's like
Papahukalukalugo.
he's like fucking Spicoli and shit. He's like
Old memes,
Actually,
man.
Yeah, dude.
That's like an ancient meme.
See, that's what I get away from the jokes. I just try to find new ways to freak memes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at with the internet. Is like I'm fucking done with the politics. I'll throw a little bit of shit up there if it makes sense, or I feel like the fine people that follow me online need to.
Bro, I just fling
Hear it,
whatever
you know?
into
Yeah.
Twitter, man. I have a dumb idea, I fling it into Twitter and walk away.
Have you watched Record Bar Radio?
I watched.
With all the DJs on it?
Yeah, I did. I watched Vex's performance.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
trippy, huh? That last one he did.
Because I had missed that performance,
R.I.P.
man. Yeah, rest in peace to
It
Reese
was
Brown.
ambient and then it went funk. It was like long ambient.
Yeah,
was long
because he
tracks.
sent me an invite to see that, right? And I always love going to see his DJ sets because I always think he mixes really well.
Yeah.
Like he just mixes great tracks together, right? And so I was like, oh, that'll be a fun fucking Saturday or Sunday. I think it was February 14th. I had planned my day around seeing it, and then I fucking forgot the day it happened. And then the next week, he fucking died.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty
I was like, God damn, I can't believe I forgot. I was like genuinely angry I missed that.
Yeah.
God, plan is like just spend my day drinking and smoking and listening to him spin.
But you know what's great though? That Record Bar Radio has that there.
Yeah, I see all the local DJs on that shit.
But this
Where are
one-
they? Who the fuck
That's
are
what
they?
I'm thinking, man. Why don't we try to figure out how we can
Pointed
make...
at me, you see it? He was like, "Why don't you?"
No, I don't know about any of this shit. I don't know any of this. But what do you think about like a little breaking of the rhythm, dude? Like a fucking show, dude.
I'm
The
trying to.
Anwar Newton Show.
Fucking a show, dude. And it's sloppy. It's not too polished.
And the solid gold dancers.
Aren't they beautiful?
And everything cuts and goes, and it's all fucking hack job, and it's fucking beautiful.
You'd have to sing by the time I get to Phoenix on the first
By
show.
the time.
I feel like Record Bar Radio
the
needs some
penultimate
breaks.
version.
It needs some breakups.
You think they should put on stand-up shows too?
Yeah, dude, throw it all in there, dude. Fucking like Eric
That would be
Andre,
pretty
dude.
cool.
Make it a fucking. Just have fun, dude.
I bet
Fuck
you
all
they'd
these
be down to do
boundaries.
that.
Yeah.
Who are they? Where are they from? What is this place?
Dude, it's like a
Spicoli's?
place in a corner over here.
Over
I don't
here?
know.
Or is it on Grand Avenue?
Downtown.
Like in the warehouse district or just
Yeah.
south of here? Are they
Where's
cool
it at?
people?
Where's
Who
it
the
at?
fuck are they?
Record Bar Radio. Where's that filming area?
I know where it's at. We could talk.
Are they
about it
new?
off
Have
air.
they
I
just-
don't know. I think they were.
They put sandwich boards out in front of their spot.
Yeah, they're over off 16th Street.
Okay.
Oh, so they're
I-
on my street. I'm on
Yeah,
16.
they're over off 16th Street. But I feel like somebody I was talking to was like, yeah, they shut down for a while or something because there was like a COVID or some shit.
Have they?
COVID
Is this a
scare or
new
something.
thing? I've never heard of them before.
I didn't know if they were having people over. No, it started in the pandemic.
Oh, so this is new.
Yeah, it started last year, and it's like this space off 16th Street. And it was kind of funky. You just started seeing pictures like some dudes like building a DJ booth, and then they started like doing shows, and everybody's.
So
playing.
what is it? A
seems
building?
cool.
What do you? They just have like a block party?
It's in the back. It's in the back. It's like a worker space. It's just like a section of strip mall, and the front of it's just all blocked off. Whatever, you know, it looks like a fucking insurance office or some shit.
Because I saw that shit and I was like, "There's a bunch of people I know on this."
It's across from that liquor store. It's not Liquor Bar. It's Liquor Town. It's Liquor Town right next to Laundry Town. It's right there on that block. You know what I'm saying? 16th Street, kind of by the Hive, in that area.
Where's
the
all of
Hive is.
that?
Like north of McDowell before you hit Sylvana's.
Oh, like across the street from the liquor wheel?
South. Yeah. Liquor Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's in that like that way. Yeah, is that what it's called? Liquor Wheel? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Liquor Town? Is there another one?
Liquor Town.
Bro, I was like, are there 2 drive-through liquor places?
Yes, there are. Yes, there are.
Yeah, Liquor Wheel. I go to Liquor Wheel all the time. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
In that little weird plaza with all the Hive. Yes, I've been there before.
It's
Oh,
the
there-
next
that's
block.
where it's at?
No, it's the next block down. It's
But it's owned by the Hive.
no,
Like the
it's
Royale
not-
is near
it's in the
there?
building. It's not owned by the Hive. It's no.
The Royale
it's
is
by
up
it.
on that
It's
next
by it,
block.
though.
Oak. It's by
Yeah, yeah.
Oak.
Well,
Yeah, it's South Oak.
I like what they're doing.
South
I like what they're
Royale.
doing,
It's part of
and
it.
whoever's in the nucleus of it, it has pretty good tentacles to bring the right people.
I didn't know that was right next to me. I could be walking there for these DJ
Yeah.
sets. Like, that's fucked up. Now that I know that Vex was literally next door to me,
Yeah.
and I missed the set, I could have literally walked over there and watched him do it live.
Oh, you live in
Or you
Coronado
coulda
now?
literally
I live right there
Or
behind
you live
Olivon.
in
Or
I rent.
Why not?
I'll never be able to own in that neighborhood.
I ran across 16.
I rent.
Or why not have somebody? Why not have somebody in there who can just chime in every 20 minutes,
Like a little DJ, like
like an MC, but not the
MC,
rapper
MC.
MC, the MC, the MC.
MC.
Yeah, you just
I
say
think
some
they do a
shit, and
pretty
you
good
might.
job.
That would be some great personalities, but these DJs should be personalities in that regard.
But you need a
shouldn't they
duo,
not?
like so. All of a sudden, he turns on, and all of a sudden, a story starts happening. You're like, man, I didn't expect that shit to happen. He was spending 20 minutes in. I thought we were just gonna do a typical 60-minute set, and all of a sudden, they went on this fucking. They stopped the song, and they started talking about whatever, what. I don't know. There was a reason why they stopped. the
Who
song.
did that? Which DJ?
No, I'm saying this would be a cool thing.
Oh, I thought you said that already happened.
Like you're
Abe
like this,
Zucker.
let's just say for example,
DJ artist.
you're all of a sudden the guys over the person's over there, the DJ's over there doing their shit.
Good.
And we're hearing it.
The thing is, you can still play music underneath of a story. That was the
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
part is. Then they
I
just
mean-
feel like lyrics.
I mean, I did a podcast that I haven't put up there, but Garrison and LaCour were in here with keyboards, and we all had mics.
Nice.
And they would go into little things, and I was like, yeah, that is a perfect song for this scene. That the woman is scared. She's in the corner. Play that part where the woman's in the corner scared. And they'd play that, right? And everything was sound and stupid fucking tangents.
Yeah.
But they had keyboards there and they were talking too.
Really?
So it was just kind of funny, like
And they were doing it all improv just on the fly?
if we were just fucking stoned with the camera.
Oh.
We were on. Me and Garrison were on shrooms, and we didn't tell the
Put
core.
that episode up. I'd like to see that episode.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was also
I love
cool too
liqueur.
because we kept
That dude's
quiet.
funny
We
as fuck,
keep
man.
liqueur out of it. We didn't tell him we took a bunch of shrooms.
Damn.
I seen that dude. You know what's funny is I saw that dude a couple weeks ago, and I feel like every fucking time I run into that dude, I haven't seen him in forever. And then like the next day, he pops up in my feed, and he's like, "Oh hey, what's up?"
Who, liqueur or Garrison?
Liqueur. And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I flew to fucking Tahiti last week.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up? I'm down here playing some jazz festival in Tahiti. How you doing? You know, like, and then it's like,
You know what's cool about those
yeah,
cats?
like
You know all
that
those
dude's
cats,
just
they
always
work
like
for,
popping
American?
around, man.
For who?
Cool.
American Airlines.
Really?
That's
What are
why
the stewardesses?
I don't know if you know Frank and all those beat guys.
No, I know
Guys.
Garrison. I don't know him.
Garrison doesn't work for American. He hustles.
I know
Liqueur
of
is young.
Garrison. I don't know him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, liqueur works for the airlines. That's
Yeah.
why.
That's why he can bounce around
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
yeah,
be in
yeah,
some
yeah.
crazy place. And you're like,
That's
Yeah.
a great.
you go all of a sudden be like,
This is
yo,
what's
you
up.
must have rich parents. And you're like, no, you work for American
Nah, he
Airlines
works
and you have no
for
kids.
Airlines,
So you can be
It's
everywhere.
just like, yeah, whatever, man. Like permanent vacation. It's dope.
I totally am so jealous
Respect
of
Liqueur Levante, dude.
someone in the early 20s
Respect.
bouncing all over the fucking world.
That was me and my keyboard and
Because
my
you get
chick,
tired
man.
of it after a while.
Yeah, well, you don't want to ruin his fun. You know, I was like, hey, man, how long is this going to last, dude?
Yeah, it's like, what do you?
That's
It's
what's
like
so funny. That's what's so
3
funny.
years tops of that shit. And you're like, I can't take
I hate
it.
the world. I hate the world.
And it's
I wanna
nothing that different in the states.
Yeah. I go to all these places. I hate the world. This
People are
world-
like travel.
Dude, that's the only reason I want to get the vaccine is so I can fucking travel.
Where you gonna go?
I'm gonna get all the vaccines.
Where you
I'm
gonna
get
go?
All 5 of them. I'm gonna go to Russia and get one from them too. So make sure I get them all. I'm gonna go on a vaccine world tour, so I never have to get that shit, and I can do whatever the fuck I want because
So-
I am oppressed.
So me,
Yeah, I want to leave America. I want to leave America. I don't understand people like flying to different cities in
Dude,
America.
I feel oppressed
Like,
being
in a,
a part
like-
of the working class
yeah.
in this country. You know?
Why do you need to go to another state? Like this, nothing.
Yeah.
This whole country's bullshit.
Yeah, everywhere you go, it's just some fucking assholes.
Yeah, it's like
but man,
not
all these,
compared.
other,
situation.
all these other countries got the same shit going on.
Ah, but it's like slightly better.
or like they protest and
enough.
actually like fight the cops, and the cops don't kill anybody. They just box back.
It's
You know?
different enough to make
Dude,
me want to
here
get the
it's
fuck
just
out
like
of here.
here it's just like fear and intimidation, and then you have to do it a certain way, or fucking you're gonna be broke working 4 fucking jobs for the rest of your life.
Alright.
You know, like fucking no retirement and shit.
I want to move to Australia.
Yeah.
I'll probably never do it, but if I had the opportunity to move everybody I give a fuck about to Australia, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I really am
That's
sick
a long
of living
flight,
there.
man. That's
Good,
a
because
long
I'm
flight.
never fucking coming back. People be like, are you visiting?
Australia.
No, I'm not visiting hell. Why would I visit hell? I've seen it.
Have you seen Australia? It's like Phoenix in a lot.
Australia's hella Phoenix.
It's in a lot of parts.
He got-
Mad Max. The
I
Australia
plan to
gave us
live
Mad
in the
Max.
Australian reef in the waters.
Like
my
you've already
friend.
seen what's
in
gonna
the
happen.
waters, the clear blue waters of the Australian shore.
Did you see that new Crocodile Dundee flick?
No.
It's pretty good, man. Paul Hogan was fucking underrated, but you know he was
I saw the Crocodile Dundee.
he was the reptilian white hero before Dirty Harry, you know, or after Dirty Harry.
way after Dirty Harry.
Yeah, after Dirty Harry.
That was after. That was
But
like
he could,
Harry's like
but
70.
he was,
continued-
Dirty Harry was on like the Deadpool.
Oh, I know,
He
yeah.
had
Dirty
gray
Harry
hair.
is way back in the '60s with the hippies and shit. No, but Paul Hogan took on that total like that wrinkly white dude, you know,
Yeah.
just kind of fucking like old lady skin, you know, and he was still sexy, you know. Unlike Biden, Biden got some clean balls, right?
Yeah.
Biden's got
Biden
Getting
got some
back to
fucking
the
cue
important
balls.
stuff.
He got
Gotta get
cue
Biden's
balls.
Biden's
man.
balls, man. We gotta be real.
You know what the crazy thing is? I've never even thought of Kamala Harris naked or in any sexual
I think about it
way.
all the time.
I just think
about
I
it all
don't
the
her,
think
like,
she's
reading
hot.
my
I don't
Miranda
think
rights.
anything about that woman, man.
I don't think she's hot, but I think she's kinky.
She
And-
looks like the kind of woman that would like sentence you to the maximum sentence, but then give you the long-winded answer about why it's actually going to be good for you,
Yeah.
young man.
Yeah,
You know
she's
what I'm
got
saying?
such a
she's
narc
like
energy.
yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
see her sexually.
That's why you're going to
You,
spend.
you don't know about they
3 years
flip the
is good.
script when they're in the place, like when you're alone with them, they flip it completely.
They're like, I actually want to be policed. Beat me with it into my life.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I've
I'm
always
saying.
wished somebody would shoot me in the back.
That's totally
Maybe
what I'm
you
talking
could do it with your dick. I would love it if she's just remorseful in the sack. That would be funny as shit.
Be punished.
Lots
Punish
of crying.
me. Punish me.
Lots of crying.
It would make me so soft, and I would just wish I was hard. I'm like,
I bet you-
this should get me off.
You know, you hit the right spot.
I bet you AOC's a squirter for sure.
I bet you AOC can fuck.
She's a squirter
I
though.
think she fucks
That'd
pretty
be
good.
like yeah.
I bet
probably
you.
hit that.
I bet you
Sure,
she.
dude.
I bet
Yes.
you when. I bet you when
know
she
what I'm
does
saying?
fuck, she pretends she's somebody else
Yeah, like
in a music video.
Here's the thing about AOC. Like,
Nah,
I know,
she fine, fool.
I know she can fuck because first of all, she was in the Bronx. She was a bartender.
Yeah.
She fucked.
And she
okay?
represents Queens. I'm with it.
Right, like you don't come up in the boogie down Bronx and bartend and you don't fucking
I beat it up.
just tear somebody's dick off.
So you're telling me she just like she rocks and squeezes
Oh
like a
my
fucking crackhead?
Yeah,
God,
That
she's
chick
a
fuck,
fucking
dude.
Bronx girl.
She'd probably take a snore speed and fucking go to
A
town.
Bronx girl that had to stay up to 4 a.m. most nights.
She be talking in Spanish.
She
Hell,
she
she's
would
probably-
willow.
she's
She would
probably got
willow.
a
What do
good
they call it when
connect.
they when they
She's
shave the piece of
crazy.
wood? She would
Probably got a
willow.
good connection.
She'd willow the wood like a fucking
Right,
carpenter.
dope. That's the only person in all of the American government I know throws ass like a champion is AOC. You know she fucking backed that shit up. You can't. She got rhythm. She came up in the Bronx. Like what? She probably.
But what about you? Think she
Oh my
squirts? She's a
God.
squirter though, right?
Only if she feels like fluffing your ego up. That's how good
Only
she
the
is.
special people she'll squirt.
She's
on.
like, oh, squirt, because you
I
actually,
don't know.
You're actually a decent person.
you actually gave me a lift home.
She's like, you're a good beta male. I'll squirt on you. I'll squirt on you. I don't like alphas. I like betas.
I bet you.
I like
know.
the bearded betas of Williamsburg.
I bet you AOC when she gets like with dude and the dude tries to bring up any politics, she's like, dude, get that fucking bullshit out of here.
Oh yeah, no politics in the sack. No politics in the
No,
sack.
anywhere. She's like,
Anywhere.
seriously, they're like, they're really roughing you up on Capitol Hill, honey. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, stupid? You think I give a fuck about a Capitol right now?
Take your fucking pants off.
You better fucking pipe me down. I don't got fucking time for this shit. My mother's coming over. AOC be like, she don't got time for dumb
Okay,
shit.
well, okay, yo, what about Pelosi though? What about Pelosi? You think she was good back in the day, like when she was AOC's age?
I bet you Pelosi wouldn't let you not hit it missionary. But you kind of liked it too. It was still
seems like
dope.
kind of like one of those
Like,
Catholic
still really
gals.
good.
Yeah, it just kind of it's for reproduction.
she's like one of those
Maybe
girls
our
when you're
actors.
starting. She says, "I gotta go pee," but she spends like 30
Pelosi
minutes in
seems
the
like one of
bathroom.
those women, like, if you just push a little bit, she'll let you fuck her on the roof of your car.
Pelosi.
Yeah.
I did,
Like, if
yeah.
you really took charge, she might let you go.
she would let you go, but then
Yeah.
she would deny it.
But she would really,
she'd go
like,
for
She
seconds.
doesn't suck dick, and she never has.
She would really,
She doesn't suck.
you know what she does?
She gets hand jobs though. She all through Jesuit school, right? She's
She
Catholic.
She gave one of them Paris Hilton world's worst blowjobs one time. It was like never again. I'm going to the top. Never again.
She's like, once I did that, the guy wouldn't leave me alone. So I'm never.
Yeah, Pelosi's one of those ladies that, like, if you fuck her in a way that she normally wouldn't, she'll never stop reminding you of it as a way to free her of the guilt. She's like, yeah, like that one time you fucked me on the roof of my car. You know that's not gonna happen again.
Yeah.
And all you're thinking, and then you're just still trying to make that happen again.
You kind of think like she's saying because she wants it to happen again. She really doesn't want it to happen again.
Yeah.
That's Pelosi.
Dude, that's fucking beautiful.
I just like I feel like that she's like the kind of woman that's like probably hasn't had sex in like 25 years. You know what I'm saying? Like just all about that business.
What age do you think you'll be done with sex?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I think about it all the time still.
I'm like, I can't
don't
still
get it
be
as much
like-
as I'd like to, but fucking.
I've already seen the decline now. Like, I think about, you know, how horny I used to be like in my mid 20s.
Yeah.
Like just rock hard, ready to go. Like
How old are
I
you
haven't
now? How
felt
old are you
that
now?
in.
How old are you now?
I'll be 36 in a couple months,
Yeah.
so I haven't
36
felt
and
that
again.
in a long time.
Wait until you're 40.
40, it comes back, or is it worse?
No, just you distract yourself. You think there's higher order eroticism. You find these certain elated things that are equal to ecstasy by being old and wise, and you start playing out young dudes with young chicks, and you're like, look at this fucking ridiculous thing. I already know where that's going. You act like Father Time, bro, and you get off on it. You see it all happening.
I don't look forward to that.
You look at a girl who's younger, I can see exactly where her skin is going to sag and her eyes are going to droop and where all the wrinkles are going to happen.
I've done that before.
It won't stop, dude. And you start looking at young dudes, I go, I can definitely see you not dressing like that next year.
No, I think I see it in the opposite direction. It's not like, oh, wait till you see what's coming for you. It's like, dang, they don't even know how quickly this will stop looking this good for them.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the flowers, they kind of...
Yeah, because you look at pictures from us, like I look at pictures of me just 6 years ago. I'm like, I was a different person.
I don't know, man. I look at myself in the mirror every day, and I'm just like, no wonder you just fucking sitting in your house talking to your plants, you know.
Goonie's got to have a baby, man. We got to get him a baby.
Older, man. I don't know. You know what I see? I'm old. I'm single, and
I know. So how about we get you this baby?
I see fine ass chicks everywhere. I see fine ass, beautiful, smart, intelligent, dope ass women. And then I see all the problems too. I think that's what, as you get older, the fantasy goes away. It's like, oh yeah, whatever, she's banging.
Yeah, people don't know how to grow up.
That's whatever. Like, and you're like, yeah, but dude, I can tell from what she's drinking and how she's talking and how she's behaving that she got some fucking issues that she needs to fucking deal with.
People are all that different, man.
Yeah, like there's no fantasy, and I think that's just the thing. You see that in other people, you know. So I don't know, for me, it just seems to be getting weirder and harder as you get older.
I think people are just boring, and you can just see
tired.
it in a lot of
Everything
people.
hurts.
Yeah.
Everything hurts, dude. You're tired.
You see the same people over and over, and you're like, people aren't that different, and people don't have that much to say either.
But then you also realize But you have to also realize, Goon, you have to also realize these people, they could be based on your energy. They could be vessels.
Lethargic.
They could be vessels for your fucking insanity, bro. And then they spin out your own fucking.
Yeah.
You could program these things, bro.
It's good.
With your semen, with your fucking wits.
Did you plan your kids?
Yeah, you can make children with them.
Did you plan your kids when you had them?
I'd love to. That'd be fucking
Did you
great.
plan to have your kids, or they just happen?
I planned it, dude, because
it's also nice
I realized my dad wasn't kicking my ass anymore, and I was becoming very just super nothing mattered. I didn't have a fucking arch nemesis anymore.
Yeah.
No one to straighten my ass out. I might as well just start doing heroin the way I was going. And I also used to be a type of person, like I used to, we would hang out, and there would be these people that would come over, we have these parties at the house, and these fucking stoner dudes would be like, I'm a hedonist. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I live life for pleasure. I was like, Jesus Christ. And they would talk about going to Burning Man and fuck Coachella.
Have you guys ever been?
No, I never have. But I did go to...
Good, that surprised me you haven't been.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't gone to any of those.
Yeah.
I've never been to Burning Man.
Why? You feel like I feel like you would be there. Would have been there.
I don't know. I just I worked. I think during the golden years when I probably could have gone.
Right.
I was working in Alaska, and I usually get done sometime in early August, and I think that's Burning Man time or whatever, right? It's August, isn't it? I don't know. And I'd just be thinking man, I just want to get the fuck out of Alaska and go do something. But Burning Man just never came up. And then I feel every year I heard about it as it was happening.
It's getting more and more expensive.
Yeah, and then it started going from a thing you could just show up to a thing you had to have $2,000 fucking tickets to.
Right.
Yeah.
I think at one time
that $2,000 doesn't sound like liberation
to me. Tell me if you agree with this.
Tell
me if you agree with this, because I've heard these people all just criticize it, but there was a rave culture that was evolving into tech bro.
Yeah.
But there was still rave culture, and the rave culture stopped.
I mean, Burning Man was already starting to be like, oh, this is lame now. When I wanted to go in 2006, 7, that was fucking almost 15 years ago now. That was, Burning Man is completely different now. In 2007, people were like, damn, this is not the same anymore.
Yeah, now it's
that was 10, 15 years late in 2007. It's 30 years.
Soap
shower, Burning Man is 30 years over the hill now.
Fucking weirdness. I'm just the weirdness is sponsored.
They got corporate bubbles at Burning Man.
There's Geico. There's Geico ads on the bus stops.
No, but that's exactly what I'm trying to.
Burning Man is different.
But that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you is that. I think there's a weird parallel between the rave warehouse thing And then these tech bros coming in there with lasers and fucking all their technology. They did the same thing with Coachella. I think the beginning Coachella was some sort of hipped out fucking Bay Area anthropological fucking dumb,
just
fucking
some fucking
stoner shit.
festival some dumbasses threw, and then Clear Channel.
But they were trying to do philosophical fucking community shit. Right?
Yeah, just fucking like some of the best festivals I've ever been to. Like, I think the whole spirit of the festival should just be like, we're gonna get everybody that's into this shit down here at the same time and do a bunch of shit. And that's like comedy festivals. It's like fucking music festivals. I think the festival needs to be more localized and not like I don't know, like these mega festivals to me are just fucking whack now. The older I get, it's like I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be bumped into.
Yeah, I can't do a music
fucking
festival.
like some like spun out like 17-year-old running into you and spilling a Mai Tai on you.
It's too
You're
much.
just, like, I don't know. Turn into
It's
a
not that
grumpy
many
old
bands
man,
I need to
guess,
like
but
be in that space for.
I think like festivals like should be localized and like to what's cool, and like you should just go check that shit out, like whatever.
What did you think of the Lost Lakes Festival when that was here for that one fucking year?
There was a couple of them that I went to where it was just like somebody fucking Sagasta or some shit probably had an in with somebody, and we were up in some condo like watching that shit.
Oh,
like,
from
somebody had something.
So they had a nice
got us
house on
into the
Apache Lake. They had some
Damn.
They had houses over there.
some shit. I don't know. Is that the one that was at the park?
Indian Steel Park, I think.
Oh,
No,
you're talking.
I was gone for that one. The
Wait,
one
what were you talking about? Were you
The
talking
Lost
about
Lake
the one?
one? The Lost Lakes, yeah.
That was at. Was that
Was
at
it the
lakes?
one-
That was
Is
at
it-
Apache Lake.
No, that was Indian Steel
that's
Park.
that's the one that it was the guys that do Outside Lands in
And
San
FYF
Francisco.
Fest, too,
And FYF,
yeah.
they came out and tried something in Phoenix. I think it went well, but I don't.
It was good the first year, and then
Yeah.
they fucked up the second year, like bad.
Yeah, was that the year that they moved it to Tempe?
No, the second year they announced the headliners were Imagine Dragons and the Chainsmokers, and everybody was like, "This is trash."
Yeah,
No one bought tickets and no one to Phoenix, and they canceled it because of
Yeah,
that.
there was no Phoenix because that second year they didn't have any Phoenix bands on it, right?
There's
Was
no
that this
Phoenix
year?
bands.
Yeah,
Like
there's
it was
no Phoenix
completely
bands.
different than the first year,
Yeah.
where people really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
they just went fucking
Terrible
Orange County.
bands.
That's
No one
what's-
bought tickets, and so they were like,
This
well,
whole
fuck
town's
this
just
also.
going to fucking Orange County, dude. That's all it is. It's like fucking. It's like you were saying, like your homegirl from LA that fucking moved out, or that comedian, or whatever. Like there's so much LA energy.
Right.
I'm meeting some cool ass motherfuckers, like on the graffiti trip, and like DJ side of shit that are moving out here. They're fucking cool. Like shout out Mr. Chin, dude. Fucking that dude's working up at Grand Avenue. I just met that dude. He's cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who's that guy on that Friday?
yeah, like Chin's dope as fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's cool, dude.
But it's like they're dudes that I know are from like LA beat culture and LA graffiti shit, and
We're
like
all here now.
yeah, and like they're just moving out here.
So you think
it's
that-
because it's like how LA was like 10 years ago. It's like cheap for now, you know.
So you think it's gonna be more of that, like more
I think there'll
festivals and
be-
shit, more LA kind of energy?
I think, dude, this shit's gonna be LA in 2 years, dude.
I think it's
promise
already
you.
been trying to do it
You
now.
know,
Man,
but like LA bad.
I'm loving.
You know,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love all the shells, all the fucking.
I'm just trying to get.
They're
out
putting
of
all
here.
these gleamy shells around shit downtown, and I just think it's just an amazing fucking violence, and I can't wait to spit on it. Like I really can't wait to take shits on paper plates, and just slip them on the street.
Where is this at? They just put this up?
Oh, like first Friday when I went to Fifth and Roosevelt, like it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Like they won the war. You know, the war has
You
been
remember when
won.
they had
Right.
those? Remember when
Your
they put
baby
those
is now in a
big-ass pots
stroller,
out there?
and it's beautiful. You're happy with you're superficially happy with your significant other, and you're creating a fragile nuclear family. Your best you can.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the world's rubbing against your nuclear ideology of a family and just shredding it. Dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just get in your condo. Get
Dude,
in
this
your
shit
Tesla.
is so unsustainable, dude.
Get on your phone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
take a picture of this burger, this place, this craft beer joint. Like,
Dude, it's all
run
craft
the
beer
fucking
joints.
barcode so we can see what's on the
Dude, it's all
menu.
craft
They don't
beer
have
joints
menus
now.
here. You got to use your phone.
Yeah, it's a lot
There's
of that.
there's
This is-
10,000 tap handles.
Honey, this
and
water
picnic
tastes really
benches
clean.
down there now.
That's always beautiful. That's,
It's like a
that's
little
the best thing.
it's like a fucking theme park down there, man.
But no, but like you know what? You know what's so beautiful? You know what John Cage would say back in the day? He says, "Man, I don't want world peace. Everything's right in its right place for me at this moment to meet you and say such nonsense, and we could create art from like my mistake. And he said something like that. You're like, oh, that's beautiful, man. Like, it's right here, right now, and it's absolute mistake, and we could spit shit or polish or make thank you cards.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We will fucking see.
Phoenix will never have seniority. You have no mafia down here.
Yeah,
you never did.
It's
There
just
is
a
no
fucking-
higher ups.
a
It's
bust
all
up.
it's all lateral, dude. It's so
Phoenix
fucking
is
flat out.
the fifth.
You can make
biggest bust
Phoenix
up.
whatever you want. Because
There's no hit people out here.
structures in place.
There's no
They are,
Chinese
but they're
mafia.
just- but like there's just like that shit's so centralized in other areas.
Yeah.
And like there's like whatever. There's gunshots in fucking Garfield.
Yeah.
Fucking twice a week, dude. But fucking. I mean, it is what it is. It's just like. It's dudes popping off and like it's fucking cartel and cartel ain't your business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a
Well,
fucking,
Phoenix is like
it's fucking mind your own
it
business.
tries to pretend like there's no poor people down here, but there are. And
Oh, yeah.
So now they're mixed in with all the people you think should pay millions of dollars to live down here. Like fucking thousands in these new condos. It's like all these poor people fucking work down here. This is what downtown Phoenix always was. Where did they go, Phoenix? Oh, they're still fucking here. You've done nothing about it. Oh, okay.
No joke. Like,
Remember when they tried to build a fucking island on 3rd Street and Roosevelt? They built that fucking encampment on that triangle between Joe Bot, and they went and fucking smashed that out. And it was just like, oh, that's what's still here.
Dude, and you know what happened this Sunday? They had a farmer's market out there.
Yeah.
See?
They fucking
But
activated it. It was kind of cool.
But that's realistic.
They've been having a little farmer's market at Joe
homeless
Bot.
people camp. I mean,
They're doing it.
I'm
Shout
not
out Malia.
No, I'm not saying that it was a good thing.
Yeah.
I was saying
But you're saying
they've built
passionately
so
they're-
quick and they have given no fucks about the fact that poor people still have to get down here to work, and you've made it unlivable. You know, I worked before I fucking just got a new job over the last year. I was making fucking $15 an hour. And I was living down here, and I could barely afford to be here.
Yep.
And if you want to work downtown, then you got to live like way the fuck out somewhere. And all these dumbass condos are all the make affordable house for the people. There's fucking industry people who work down here, and they got to fucking ride a bike 10 miles to get to work. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And so the people who are poor and don't have any room to be, they're still here, and you'll see them. You're gonna see
they're
them.
just
So
getting priced out. We're
that's
getting
how.
priced out.
If you want to talk about something gonna look like fucking LA,
Dude, my landlord.
that's how it's gonna look like fucking LA. How many homeless people are gonna be right there in your fucking face all the time?
My landlord has this property 2 down from mine, and he's been renovating it, and he's upping the rent from $950 to $1,500. 2 down from me, like
Right, you gonna
fucking
see-
small ass two bedroom.
People living out of their fucking
and
car
he's
in
gonna get it.
downtown
He's gonna get it.
Phoenix.
He's gonna get it. There'll be fucking 10 guys that put in applications for that.
It's crazy.
Like my house, like dude, the
what,
houses on my street
so,
have been
like-
flipping like for the last 2 years I've lived
so
there.
let's
They've been-
let's get real. Let's try to get get a little engineerable, right? What do you want to happen? Like, should we what jobs? What should the people this ephemeral other who are the
Well, they can stop pretending like it should be overpriced here. Like they keep trying to raise the price.
No, but
on
it's still
everything.
just
Yeah.
numbers and ratio to other numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's inflation. We got to make more money. You got to start asking for
Bring
more.
back a fucking sizzler, huh?
Right?
I like
Where's
Sizzler.
the fucking food?
I can still find I can find amazing
Like the
cheap
Carlos
places to eat
Juniors
though.
in the stadium. And it's
I mean, I go down to the supermarket. I can buy some pretty decent steaks at Fry's.
Where's this
yeah,
cheap
dude,
food
that
at?
fries. But the prices have been going up, dude. I
And
spent
then, hey, you see how
$100
much?
today on
Hey, you
shit.
see how much gas is though?
Yeah.
I told my
Oh,
wife
bro.
next month $6. I told her. I go, let's do it.
I mean, it is good that the fries is downtown so people can actually shop at a
Yeah.
fucking grocery store. We didn't even have that until what,
That
a year
Safeway
ago?
has sucked forever.
Oh, that's Safeway.
That Safeway is
one of
the worst. That Safeway is the worst down over here. You cannot shop there.
I go to
That's
the Fry's
impossible.
and like the service is horrible at Fry's. And like,
This one over here at Thomas?
No, the one downtown.
The downtown one?
right,
Oh, shit, okay.
That's the one I go to, and like, just the customer service is fucking just.
But I don't talk to anybody at supermarkets. I go to their self checkout.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
That's why when I go to Food City, all the cashiers know me there. So when I feel comfortable, I go to Food City and we talk. And
You
When he
know that
making-
for this food city, like this one is like, this one right here is too hood for me, dude. It's
Really?
just, like there's nothing in there, dude. There's nothing.
I've never
What are you
been in
looking
there.
for?
I
Good
tried to go
snacks?
once.
No, like just like the last. I feel like the last time I went in there, it was like half of it was under construction, and literally all they had was like fucking like everything was Fiesta brand. It was only the Fiesta brands.
Yeah.
Like there was no meat. Fucking.
Yeah, that's what happens
the
to me.
vegetables.
Really?
The vegetables were all like rotten. And like the fucking tortilla rack was gone. I don't know. Maybe it was just a bad.
Hey, I'm
Sunday or something.
gonna be
But, like,
immature.
I used to
I'm
live
gonna
next
be,
to the
I'm
one.
gonna
Bad Sunday.
Dude. I lived by a food city as my main food source several times.
Yeah,
Dude, I
Tempe,
lived,
my
I lived
food
by the
city
one like
was-
Tempe.
Yep.
That one was off the hook.
Yeah, that was really
Because
good.
I think
I
that
got all
one
my
is
food from
still
there.
like Mexican owned and operated, dude.
I
was like
liked Food
I
City.
got all my food from Food City.
You know, my favorite part was when that Corona got all crazy and they raided the stores and there was shit in there. I love shopping like some from my imagination of what a Russian was. Like I love going to a store and seeing it being like there's nothing on the shelves, and then I had to go through and it was beautiful. Like I actually had to pay attention to everything that wasn't damaged.
Right.
I was like, I could use this, and I felt simplistic. I felt a complexity lowered, and I loved how I only could choose from a few things. It reminded me of eating at In-N-Out. You know, we just got burgers and fries.
Yeah, but like In-N-Out is like In-N-Out, dude. This shit is like all there is like the 3-gallon Fiesta orange soda.
Hey man, you get
For
that orange
fucking,
soda.
like,
Guess what? You know what
a
you do?
mile, dude. That's like the whole shit. It's
You
just
can
like,
do all sorts of crazy shit with that orange
It's
soda.
sodas
You mix a
and-
little
No, you
milk in with
can't.
the
It was
orange
just
soda.
it was
You
just
melt
all
Add
like
flour
water
to the
down.
orange.
Yeah.
If you add some flour, you can
dude.
make a sauce with the
Yeah,
orange soda.
That orange chicken. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
that, dude. It was just like the coolers were warm and the milk and like the dairy was all like sweating.
I remember, you know what I loved about the Food City? They
bad,
took the
dude.
eggs out of the fucking walk-in refrigerators and they put it in a little corner by the meats. And you're like, oh shit, there's the fucking eggs. They hid it from me. Like no one else knows about it. There's some eggs over here.
I had that one at 19th and Indian School too. That was a good one, man. That had the tortilla.
Where the
factory.
fucking
They got a tortilla
Zia
factory.
is?
This one.
Yeah, that was like a dope plaza. They had the Food City, there was the Ace Hardware, and
Yeah.
Zia was there.
Yeah.
That's where Zia moved to after they left 7th Street.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, they were on 7th Street in Indian School, and then they moved down to 19th.
Damn,
So
I
it was
didn't
like
know that.
Zia, Ace Hardware, and like I don't know, fucking Subway or some shit.
Yeah.
Check cash in place.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything you need to live on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude. Oh, man. This town, dude. I just think about, like, I'm getting to that shit where, like, I've kind of found the writing bug again since I've been in quarantine. I've been, like, staying home a lot, and I got the writing bug back. And I started thinking about just, like, fucking all the batshit crazy shit I've seen.
Are you talking about narrative? Are you
This-
when you're
this
talking
month-
about writing? Or are you talking about screenplay?
Yeah,
writing,
just like
narrative?
stories, like just
Stories,
stories, dude.
got
Like
it.
just, we were talking about this the other night. March will be officially. I spent half my life in Phoenix.
Really?
I've been here. March will be 21 years. I've been in Phoenix. I moved here in 2000. And fucking so March will be 21 years. End of this month. And it's strange to like think about that. Like just think about all the fucking crazy shit. Like I moved to Metro Center. Like fucking when I first moved here, that's what fucking Klugman, man. I love.
Anwar,
Metro
did you
Yeah.
go to Metro before it closed?
No.
Oh, you didn't walk around. But have you gone to Metro Mall yet?
I don't even know if I have, man.
Oh, okay.
I might have,
It's a
like,
traditional. I mean,
when I, like, first got here, I might have, but I
Yeah.
can't even fucking remember.
it's one of those archetypal malls from all the movies you've ever seen in your life.
Then it filmed,
Malls.
like, Bill and Ted's
supposedly
Excellent
they did, right?
Adventure in
Supposedly,
there.
right?
Heard?
Yeah, but I didn't mean
Bill
to
and
cut you off. I
Ted's
didn't
was-
mean to cut you off.
No. Bill and Ted's was filmed at Metro Center.
was definitely filmed
in the scene where Joan of Arc jumps up on the stage and hijacks the aerobics class. If you look closely, you can see the elevator that was the one that went up by the food court. It goes up or down behind like the shimmering wall that they built, like a wall of streamers. And you could see the elevator go up, and it's like, oh, that's the fucking elevator at the food court. I worked right next to that elevator. It was very nostalgic
shit.
for me.
You know what's great
I
about
worked
Metro
at that
Mall?
coffee
If you
plantation.
lived anywhere, Metro Mall was where you would get the vector of like
Everything.
so many strange clicks. gangs and shit.
It
Like,
was. Isn't
that where the movie Colors was filmed? I mean, they were playing in theater and it got shot up.
Maybe, I don't know. That was
Really?
before my time.
Yeah, the Colors was played at the movie theater down there and they shot it up.
I just remember there was a ice rink there or whatever, and then they shut that down, and that became the Harkins.
Yeah.
And that had opened, I think, right before I moved there. But it used to be the spot, and then they built Arrowhead, and then everybody kind of.
I think I've been to Arrowhead.
Yeah, a lot of Arrowhead was like brand new when I had moved here. It was like Arrowhead had just opened, and it was like the hot new spot. But like Metro, I worked there when they had that Van skate park that went in there.
Oh yeah, that was like
crazy. I smoked a blunt in there.
2000.
I smoked a blunt in there in the middle of the night.
I think I went to Arrowhead and I thought it was Metro, and then I went to Spectrum and I thought that was Metro.
Yeah, Christown Mall, baby.
Yeah, Christown.
Christown.
Nah, Metro's up there. I don't think I've ever been to Metro.
I love the Christown Mall. The Christown Mall reminds me of the South Sound Mall in Olympia. It was the same shit. It was just one little strip. One little strip like that.
And then it's a bunch of department stores, big anchored
it had
department stores.
It had a Nordstrom's. It had what they called Place 2 back in the day, and there was a Nordstrom's and a
remember
and a
Chance?
Sears.
You remember, what was it, Chance or what was
Those
it?
are the anchors.
What was that?
And a Woolworths with the fucking sit-down counter. The Woolworths with the restaurant. And my grandma used to come up, and that's where the bus station was in Lacey. That's where like the bus terminal for that side of town was over there. And my grandma, you could get the bus that would come up from her town, get on the Grays Harbor County bus coming up out of Montesano. And fucking and I would meet her and I would take the bus down there and meet her, and we'd get lunch at the Woolworths, and it was the best BLT. It was the best BLT on the
Woolworth
fucking
had
planet.
like a whole cafeteria in that
Woolworths,
bitch then, huh?
yeah. And it was in the middle of the mall too, just like they had a big glass wall that looked out over. There wasn't a food court; it was just the Woolworths restaurant in the center of the mall. And then they had and you could buy fish there. I remember they had a toy section, two rows back from the end of the restaurant was toys. Huh. You know, like fucking, you could buy puppies there. You could buy ammo.
Hey, you seen those? You seen those giant fries they build, right?
Yeah.
Again, Northside, by my parents' house, they got giant fries.
So are you talking about the grocery store?
Yeah,
Fry's Marketplace. They got
and it has a clothing store up in there. Yeah,
I've seen that actually. Yeah.
And they got crazy ass food in
there.
Yeah, they got crazy shit there.
Hey, you could buy pool noodles.
The sad part is, dude, if you just want to get like some butter, you gotta walk like you park. You gotta walk like a mile.
The one that they built, the one that's on Camelback and Highland is kind of like that, right? It's a Fry's Marketplace.
Wait, no, how you?
Which
it's got like
one?
clothing and shit in there you can buy.
The one by the Biltmore?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that by the 51?
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe, yeah. I don't know if
one?
you can or not.
No, that one's just a regular store.
Oh, okay.
No, but like there's one in Scottsdale.
There's one up by my folks.
I know I've been to one where it's like a clothing store.
Yeah.
They had Carhartt T-shirts.
But you know, you park there, and say you just run in and just get like a fucking bag of oranges or something.
Mm-hmm.
You park your car as close as you can to the store, and you gotta go in there, and then it's like a fucking Home Depot. You know what my favorite store was, dude? By far, dude, was that Fresh and Easy, bro.
That Fresh and Easy was
I love the
7th
Fresh and
Street?
Easy, dude.
I fucking love. I live right next to that.
All of them, dude. I went to go every Fresh and Easy, dude.
I went to
just
two of them
running
out
there
here. I
and
was
grabbing
very mad that they went back to the UK, man.
I just can't believe they flopped.
It's a good concept.
They left
It
all
was
of
like a perfect concept. I don't know why that didn't work here.
you know what's crazy?
Because America, bro.
It didn't make
Yeah,
sense.
dude,
It didn't work.
honestly, that was some
What do you
mafia
mean?
shit. They
Like
fucked-
fully prepared meals right there. You just pop them in and cook them. Like they had the best. I started fucking with almond milk when they're fresh and these, and I was like, oh, I'll try this almond.
Yeah,
I always hear
I remember
about
that.
almond milk.
Yeah,
They had the best chocolate almond milk.
yeah, I remember that.
I've
shit.
never found almond milk as good as that.
See, that's why you got to move to Germany.
No,
or
but
some
for real
shit.
though, but for real
You know?
though, you didn't
Just
notice.
isn't there.
You didn't notice any reason. Like, listen, I can go to a lot of these small businesses and I'll eat, and I'm like, yeah, this place is gonna be out in a year.
Mm-hmm.
They got no solidarity, and the service sucks, right? I don't see this place lasting. But Fresh and Easy, dude, you shop there, you get all the shit you want, and there'd always be people there. Like, there's no reason why this place should close.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what that means? It's some fucking gunpoint Monsanto shit.
No,
bro.
it's a fucking dairy lobbies out there kneecapping fools.
Dude, they straight
Be like, we
gunpoint.
can't have these people
Shut your
selling
shit
almond
down.
milk for less than cow milk. You know?
Yeah, they
Fuck.
came in there.
So,
But I mean, like, does okay? So let's get back to the heart of this matter,
Yeah.
then, right? Is this not then like indicative of the existential dread of being an American? You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't that seem to always be the fucking case? Like the shit that should work never fucking
never
works.
fucking works.
The fucking
Talent.
the
Talent.
$2,000
Yeah.
checks are $1,400.
The shit
and
that
they
should
knocked
work,
$100
like,
off the
perfectly
unemployment
fine.
extra
but
shit.
hey, how about this though?
They
How
don't
about-
want to give anybody any money. They don't want to give anybody any fucking help.
Yeah.
But the rich guys all got their fucking tax cuts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't make sense,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
nobody like fucking wants to do it. It's like the most you can do is like shit post a bunch of fucking like Instagram
Chase your tail.
bullshit.
Chase your fucking
I'm
tail.
saying here's a bunch of fucking infographics on fucking
Yeah.
Instagram. Welcome
Right.
to the revolution. I hope you like your fucking 5 jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Are you that hopeless? Are you that hopeless?
I don't know. I just like
I'm
fucking.
there
I
for
wish.
the
I
most
just
part.
wish the motherfuckers had some spark.
You can't be there.
You know what I'm
Anwar.
saying?
I'm already there for them. I'm like
Anwar,
exhausted
you know damn
with
well
this
you've
country.
done those shows, dude. You can fuck with people's fucking egos, bro.
I mean, I'm
That's
just
your
talking
power.
about this country in general, beyond like entertainment and all that bullshit. It's
Yeah, I
like
have
you
no-
keep watching this country do the wrong thing, and
Just
like
every
I
time.
can't. This,
But man, they're just making the place.
It's
they're-
exhausting.
Listen, back to the whole thing. They're making the downtown, the gentrification, so glossy that you can shit on it now.
you know what? You know what
You
else?
can legitimately shit on
Yeah.
a plane, slide it in front of somebody, and be like, ah! They would freak out. They would
You know-
freak out
Hey,
for
but it
any
sounds
little
like
thing.
you really want to shit on a
Oh,
plane.
yeah,
I'm
you've said
totally gonna
that.
shit.
You've
I've been
said
having
that
diarrhea
multiple
for
times.
years. For years.
You've brought that up several times on this podcast. I think you
wanna
really want to take a
I
shit
wanna
on a
throw my
plane.
feces on something.
I'm looking around.
I'm
for
like-
a plate
I'm like
right
R.
now.
Kelly
Let's get a
times
plate.
20.
Maybe you need to take a shit on camera.
I wouldn't do that. I had a buddy that did that.
Do it. Do
Really?
it.
Oh,
Shared that
that-
video.
Do it.
Go Bordello. What does that fucking do? Gigi.
I had a buddy.
It's not that bad. I used to shit into a trash can like that.
I had a crazy buddy who'd film himself fucking girls and shit and brag about it, and he was low budget porno, and then he would take shits
Maybe
inside
that's what
litter
we gotta
boxes.
do.
Snuff films.
Maybe it's
basically?
low budget porn
He
is
thought
the
he was
way
being-
out of
no,
this
no,
mess.
he thought he was-
OnlyFans. There we go. OnlyFans got it. Low budget porn. They're gonna get out of this game alive.
Well, that's what I'm doing with those paintings. You see, that's what the paintings are kind of triggering.
Dude, I just see
they're
this
gonna
Mona
do
Lisa
less.
and I'm like, I would love to see like kind of like a more voluptuous, chesty Abe Zucca Mona Lisa, kind of abstract. I might be able to commission one of those.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
getting a
fucking
tax
wait until my
return.
Pelosi need,
I'm
bro.
getting a tax.
Pelosi got some
dude, I'm
tits.
just
But
like,
AOC like that.
yeah,
But he
like-
wants a voluptuous. AOC
like
's
chubby,
a stick.
like chubby,
AOC 's
like
a
AOC
stick.
if she was chubby, dude.
She'll be chubby soon enough. Those type of chicks, when they lose all their fans, they start eating a lot.
Yeah.
AOC has fans.
I can see AOC.
Only
like-
fans.
I can see AOC killing that Haagen Dazs and
Only
just
AOC
blowing up.
AOC
beautifully.
can't get a role in government. She started. That's what she.
You know what's so, you know what's really sad though. You know what's really sad about like girls want to deprecate themselves for being fat, but what they don't know is there's like a perfect fatness. There's just like that right spot, and they'd have no idea about
For
it.
you.
For you, skinny. Dude, as two fat guys here, you know.
For
like,
you.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about the women though. The women.
Oh, we know what you're talking
They either
about.
think they need to be super
We
skinny
heard
or they're
you.
just gonna give up.
We heard you
The
loud and
old
clear.
slap and tickle, huh?
I love a big girl. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either. It's made me realize, hey, I used to make art and do shit in the art and music scene for a living, and then I decided to become a guy who makes paychecks, like whatever, And so now I feel like I'm back and I'm focused and I found a medium I'm excited to work in and I want to work in. And I don't think things are moving forward pretty well on a couple projects, so
Oh, that's good.
I'm fucking stoked on that. So I guess to answer your question then was, yeah, I do think that there is a pivot happening, and I do.
No,
think that,
I mean more like this trajectory of like an artist, a kid. He has some energy inside. He all of a sudden got the identity of like against the grain. He wants to be an artist, or she wants to be an artist. And she
Faye
sees
wants to be an
she
artist.
sees normative zones of things. What do I do? Fucking marry a cheerleader, get fucked by the football guy, have a family. What do I get into real estate? Do I do something my parents did? No, fuck my parents. The media, like, what am I being entertained by in a hobby sense? Like, this shit's all whack. It's all superficial. And then they either gonna be violent, or then they construct an individual identity of their art.
Okay.
They go the deep route.
In their chosen medium.
Whatever it is,
Medium of
they
choice.
love Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
They love Prince. They love these fucking David Bowie
They
guys.
paint record album covers.
Sun
They make
Ra.
art.
They love these
They make art.
archetypes.
Yeah.
They love these fucking wild cards. You know.
Ooh, they're a fan of Sun Ra.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just talking about all these ambiguous creatures throughout time that were never really popular, yet they were fucking antagonistic.
Fine Earth, boring. Just
I mean,
the
wouldn't
same
you
old,
relate
same
Sun Ra to David Bowie?
What I want to
you say
do?
they're, like,
What I
kinda
want
on
to
the same
do?
planet?
David Bowie?
No, would you say
no.
Sun Ra and David Bowie are on the same planet of illusion?
Maybe in the same solar system or galaxy, but yeah, I guess
But
maybe.
far away from everybody else, though.
I guess ultimately in that they took their art form to its zenith, I believe. But then one was kind of celebrated as mainstream, and one
Sun Ra
was kind of
sure.
just exiled to the
But weren't they
margins of history.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what the thing is? Bowie did tick.
Dude, Sun Ra just played, didn't he? Like last week, didn't he just live stream some shit? Or the Sun Ra Orchestra, I think,
Oh,
just
really?
played like a Hollywood Bowl. They had a live stream last week.
Well, I know that guy.
Fucking Gino. I saw Gino talk about it. What up, Subtitle? Shout out.
You remember that guy
Gino.
Tato used to bring down here? Junie Booth?
I don't know,
The
maybe.
bassist.
Maybe.
I think more or less my delusion is
Cell phone tower.
don't you think we could create a Hollywood, man? Can we create a Hollywood here?
Well, I think you can.
Can we create the drama?
I think all the LA people, and it feels like there's a lot of film people coming out here right now because shit has been so shut down and California is so heavily regulated in every industry, right? So like they are a lot of people are coming out here, so I think it's actually kind of an exciting time to be.
Okay. You feel that? You feel this infiltration?
It's like whatever. I'm fucking tired of the assholes, but if they fucking bring me work and make me,
Yeah.
can, potentially.
I feel like they're just coming
Help
out there.
me find
I feel like they're
gainful
coming out here to
employment,
hibernate, bro. I feel like they're coming out here to hibernate.
I think it's a weird time, and I think people were
They just
just
want to
like,
come here and hide until their home's back to normal.
well,
That's what they're gonna do to
I don't
Austin.
think I don't think they are. That's one of two things that's gonna happen, right? We're gonna come out of this COVID thing, and either it's gonna be fine, or the economy's gonna have some drags on it, and
What's that?
be able to afford these like, jacked up home prices. Is the economy, are people gonna be able to afford a $400,000 home?
No, not at all.
Like with that LA lifestyle out here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they will be. Maybe it's a lot cheaper. But who's to say? I think until enough, the reality is we aren't gonna really have a clear picture of what the future is gonna look like until probably like the end of summer. To be quite honest,
I already see the kicking up the gears though right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're all these states, and now because Texas and Arizona did it, there's like countries doing it, and people are opening up shit again. And I think we're gonna see a fucking third wave. And I think at this point, it's kind of a race between vaccinating people and trying to beat out that fucking potential third wave. And I think, if enough people just go get the vaccine, it could work. But I definitely think like they're just letting fools go ape shit way too early, and they have, and like you said, they didn't give a fuck here. They did not give two flying fucks here. You know what I'm saying? Ducey didn't do fucking shit. So, who knows, man?
Well, they would kind of say in the like what was it, the Aztec calendar, right? You got these small cycles, and you got these bigger cycles that are bigger than seasons, and then you got these bigger cycles that are bigger than years, and you got these other cycles that we don't really account for. It's like the Joker card in the fucking card deck.
66,000 years? Something
Well,
like that?
we still talk in the BC sense. We have this 1900s. We got the 21st century.
You ever read The Law of Time by
No.
Jose Arguelles?
No,
Yeah, check that one out.
is that like a Native American guy?
Valam Votan. He's he was kind of one of the guys behind the 2012 hype.
Oh, got it. Was
kinda
he up?
like
Was
the
he up
closing
north?
of
Was
the
he up north?
calendar.
Was he up north?
He's in
shaman
Oregon,
guy?
yeah. He was like up in Oregon.
Because I read
They had
that.
a bunch of people in Olympia.
I read that book by that fucking
I
New
read a
Yorker
couple
guy.
of his books.
It was the guy who wrote Quetzalcoatl 2012.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds like one of the books they put out. He put out a ton of books, but The Law of Time was interesting on the way it broke down, like secular time,
yeah.
and according to the calendar. So I just thought it was an interesting way of looking at things.
Well, that's the thing. That's
The
the
way
thing.
that things are out
That's
of
the
balance
thing.
because
What
we
cycle
operate
does Western
out of balance.
culture really have? How far does the magnification of Western culture or the solar calendar actually step out?
I mean,
It steps out to small cycles of the sun.
I think as
That's
Americans
it.
and Western European kind of people that run on that calendar, we have this tendency to think like that the way it is in America is the way it is everywhere else, and the reality is like half the world runs on the lunar calendar. So
Yeah.
but it's everything is stylized and Hollywood influences everything,
Even still, the lunar calendar,
and it dominates the financial market. So that's
Yeah.
really the way. That's what it does. Even though, it's like,
But no,
most of Asia
what
operates
I'm
on
even
lunar
saying
calendar.
further is
Middle East
even
operates on
the
lunar
lunar calendar is short-sighted,
yeah,
and the Aztecs had a bigger cycle.
it's
Still kind of odd
It was
about.
1328 was his calendar with an extra day, and he called it the day out of time.
Oh, no
That was
shit.
his concept. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that the world operates on 13 new moons every year,
Yeah.
and then there's one extra day, and that he called that the day out of time, and it was. And he's like, if you could just start living on that shit, you fucking, your mind starts working better, kind of shit,
One thing though that was so interesting is the microcosmic time scale, which of night and day, is definitely powerful.
Yeah, well, it's
You
like
can't deny the night and day
like
cycle.
flipping over to the lunar calendar for a while, and then also working the tides, like working on 24-hour schedules up in Alaska, and like working tides.
Oh, yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Like just being in touch, reimagining the world based on actually changing the way we operate around the natural rhythm of the Earth, the natural time cycle of the Earth, and that ultimately the main crux of the argument that he was making was that everything's fucked up because we live on a manufactured time cycle, the Gregorian calendar, whatever.
Yeah.
That was the whole base of his shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we just got back into rhythm with the fucking Earth, and we got everybody on the same fucking rhythm, we could vibe some shit out hard,
As far as what was it? As far as agriculture or what?
No, just
consciousness.
just like
and waking states?
then it got into the theory of the noosphere, which is a theory. It's like the psychic energy that surrounds the Earth. He was like, man, imagine if everybody on Earth was operating on the same frequency and time rhythms of the way the Earth changes. That imagine that latent weird energy that's in every human that makes art, that gives you deja vu or senses of fucking things, and thoughts. And then just that shit basically activating a galactic layer around the planet, and then
as a dice roll or prayer.
as a way of just healing humanity, as a way of just
But there's not a process. It is a possibility that if the wheels all turn in the same cycle, an epiphany will happen.
No, that just things, not necessarily like an epiphany or like a great thing, but just like
Smoothness.
anxieties will
Harmony.
be lessened, kind of shit. You know, like emotional states will be broken down a little bit better because you'll be operating on a more natural way of time flow. I mean, like this like sleep scientist dude I've been kind of talks about the same thing about
Yeah.
like, you know, the way the rhythms of the body and the work and how important the sleep cycle is. Like, dude, I have been like sleeping so good the last.
So
couple
what, you do
weeks.
one long sleep? You do one long
No,
sleep?
yeah, I do one in the middle of the night. And after having for years just stayed up till the fucking sun came up,
Yeah.
no matter what. And then like getting a couple hours of sleep and then like jamming out some bullshit construction job, you know, like, and then doing the same shit and then just, you know, whatever, drinking away the pain.
Does that
Passing
the
out.
sleep scientist you're talking about? Does he talk about the Thomas Jefferson?
Thomas Edison, the micro
Was
naps.
it Edison, the micro
The
sleeper?
micro naps, yeah.
You just nap. You don't ever
he,
sleep.
Yeah, he naps constantly.
That's Edison, right?
Yeah, Edison.
Yeah.
This was during the daytime, and then it was some kind of weird thing where he talked about.
Is that the guy who was on Rogan? Is that the homie who was on Rogan?
I don't know, maybe
I've
I
never
don't
read
watch
a book
Rogan.
Of his, or if this is the same guy.
Some sleep scientist dude. He's got kind of
He
British,
wrote a whole
like
chapter
quirky
at the beginning
British
of
guy.
The beginning of the book was him talking about people that didn't have electricity, and how you would have to go to sleep at 5 o'clock during the winter.
Just to know.
Well, because there's no sun. Like
Right,
it's dark,
yeah.
you turn in. Like Amish people,
Yeah.
supposedly will sleep different times during the season and go to bed hell early.
As soon as it gets.
I mean,
dark.
they're getting or they even, you know what else he was even saying? He said, no, they don't. You don't sleep in the dark, because everybody only needs 8 hours of sleep. He says, evolutionarily speaking, this metabolic organism only needs 8 hours.
Yeah,
typically.
yeah. He says the natural cycle breaks down between like 6 to 8 hours,
So
and
he
it
said when the
varies.
sun stops, what you're doing is you're awake in high German romanticism imagery, psychedelia of just staring at a blackness, darkness.
Okay.
And your minds are spinning, waking dreams, and then you have your 8 hours of deep sleep.
Right. Or you're Edison and
You take naps throughout the day and you have a candle.
He broke it down. He said like Edison would put like a ball bearing or something in his fist, and he'd put a plate down or like a tin cup or something underneath, and he would put it in his hand like this, and then when he would fall asleep, his grip loosening and dropping the ball into the
Would
tin
wake him
plate
back up.
would wake him up, and then he would write down whatever he was dreaming about.
Yeah.
So he would go into like these like, because like, you know, like there's something to be said about like the psychedelics and the way your brain operates on psychedelics and the way that like
What is wakefulness?
but
Yeah.
how vivid your mind is when you first kind of enter into the dream state, like how you're, you know what I'm saying, like how you're, like you've had those dreams where they last like 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying, or 2 minutes, and it's like, dude, you fucking went through a whole fucking day. I've had dreams like that.
Yeah.
They were like 2 minutes.
or the opposite.
Yeah, and it's like, but like the way you're kind of lucid mind as you slip out of consciousness and into the subconscious in the sleep cycle, there's this kind of like transfer period where thoughts start coming in.
Yeah, from other sources.
Yeah.
They get fired differently.
Yeah. The guy talks about that shit too. He says he says it's like there's only like 3 natural rhythms or something like that, and it's based on your genetics.
Well,
He
that's
says
what's
that basically the entire world breaks down into like 3 rhythms or whatever, right?
Sure. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Because you know what's neat about that is think about Reiki and all these fringe therapies. Definitely somatic therapies from all those like new age. Reiki is definitely the height of it. Then they got like Rolfing. They got polarity therapy. They got all these different things. Where all it matters, and it comes back from the lazy psychoanalyst, is that if you have someone in the room when you're about to go drowsy, and this person you trust, and they obviously aren't a fucking psychopath, they just sit there in the room like a fucking perv while you fucking go in and out of fucking waking subconsciously.
Rubbing themselves.
But they ain't rubbing
their
themselves.
leg,
But I'm saying
rubbing
hypothetically,
their
like, think
leg all
about
naughty.
all the psychoanalyst was supposed to do is just stand behind you, fucking going in and out of sleep,
Yeah.
and have you free associate.
This fucking Freud's back there fucking rubbing one out, dude. Fucking freak.
But in the same way, though, like, how much is wrong with that? Like, he didn't touch her, he didn't fucking rape her.
I don't know. It's the age of consent, isn't it?
I still
now
think
it is,
I'm still thinking like
I mean, yeah, back then probably it's like whatever. I don't. It's just like I don't.
Do you hate
know.
Louis C.K.?
I don't. I don't hate the guy. I don't know the guy. I never.
But like
I never watched
Did he
any
really
of his
love
shows.
it?
I watched a couple of his comedy specials.
Yeah,
I
he's
knew
not
he
that
fucked.
great.
I knew he worked with Conan. That's my most thing. I never watched any of his TV shows. I heard he jerked off in front of people or some shit.
Yeah,
I just think that shit's fucking whack.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't understand what goes through your mind to think that whipping your dick out and fucking jerking off in front of fucking some fellow comedian or artist just because she's a chick, you know, and then like thinking that's okay, you know, and then her like being like, oh yeah, cool, it's whatever, you know, weird, and I'm just like, man, both of y'all are fucked up, you know, like, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he
like,
probably was so
keep your
fucked
fucking
up though.
dick in
He's
your
probably so
pants.
fucked up though.
Just keep your dick in your fucking pants.
keep your
you
dick
know
in your
what I'm
fucking
saying?
pants.
Just keep
Yeah,
your
that's
fucking
not true,
dick in
that.
your pants.
Well, you know what? This is the thing.
Until
Like,
she asked you to take it out.
well, this was the thing I was trying to talk with Anwar was that I was trying to figure out Patrice O'Neal isn't necessarily needing to be a comedian. That he is a person that can do these things like Louis C.K. does. You don't have to like his act. Like, matter of fact, his act isn't as good as some other people's. But all these people know, like, honestly, these comedians don't think Louis C.K. is a piece of shit. Deep down, they thought he was a genius. In the back rooms, and when they'd have conversations, like the way the guy's brain thinks, it reaches outside the norm.
Yeah, some of his comedy is fine, but that I guess was maybe what I think my take on that would be like, yeah, like, I appreciate artistic genius, and I think that the conversation needs to be had about what we take from people that do things creatively that also fuck up, and like what level, what we consider accountability, what level of accountability that happens with.
As far as their victims.
Yeah, I think in all fronts, like you know, like people do bad things, people do shitty things. And that's not okay. That's totally fucking not okay. But I also think that life is like, it's long for most people. And I'm not trying to discount any of that shit. I'm just saying that like, what he did was fucked up. And I think that people can be redeemed. And I think that there's a lot of work that goes into that shit. And like, I don't know if showing up to do shows with people. You know, it's like, because there's been people here in town that have fucked up, you know, like we know multiple people that have been canceled or whatever. And like, yeah, it's like people do fucked up shit or they're attached to people that do fucked up shit and they need to be held accountable. But fucking, at the same time, I think people should also be able to be redeemed and not just have fucking, I don't know. You probably just edit that out or whatever. I'm pretty
I don't.
stoned.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like.
I think there's a relationship between the victim and this this power player of some sort, this famous person that needs to be sorted out. It goes public, and we all develop abstractions and sportsmanship of sides being taken. Of like, I mean, I think there's a sense of humor that's being like restrained subconsciously, and either I think the condos are getting shined up for someone to shit on, or we might lose this pure heart. We might enter nirvana, like beautiful nirvana of just unpolarized static of nothingness.
Possibilities are endless, man.
Yeah, it could be anything. It's also the same, like, why even fight? Why even abstract it, even talk about it, right?
I guess I just, like, I don't know. It's like, I think that let the punishment fit the crime. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, right? Isn't that what they used to say?
Yeah.
And, like, if you did something fucking stupid, whatever, you know, like, if you fucking murdered a bunch of motherfuckers, yeah. Like, dude, you need to fucking be laid up or some shit, you know? Fucking you fucking raped, like, fucking tons of chicks, and, yeah, like, fucking whatever, man. Like, the fuck out of here.
Isn't it kind of fascinating? The emotion arises. Someone turns it into action. The emotion turns into action. They kill somebody, rape somebody, sexually assault somebody. Whatever it is out of the norm they do, which is paradigm breaking. Their insanity is paradigm breaking. And yet, the thing that makes it sick is that I can't do anything with it besides label you as a psychopath. Artistically, I can't really do anything with it. Do you know what I mean? Like you didn't level up in the sense of Gigi Allen shitting and throwing at the. Do you know what I mean? What is the evolutionary scale of that artistic event?
Are we talking about your poop plate again, Abe?
Sort of. But what really want to talk about is what is the artist, but nothing other than someone doing something equivalent to these people we hate, but not too far, but just enough to like break our paradigm with their insult and violence of morals. Is that how we evolve? Do we need these sacrificial lambs?
I don't, I mean...
Do we need to be hypocrites in order for the fucking masses to evolve? The giant masses with no leader just fucking evolving?
I don't know. I guess that's where I'm kind of with Anwar. Just on the fucking... I don't know. I don't know if at this point... It just feels so tough to be optimistic right now, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
When you're talking about something in that context, right? It's just like...
But don't you, you go to those, like, relatives' houses and they, it's hypothetically, I didn't have any family members. Maybe I had one. They'd put their couches in plastic in the front room because they didn't want to get them damaged.
My grandpa had plastic like that on the seat in one of the cars.
So you don't damage it.
Yeah, and I think it had been damaged and he'd had it repaired, and then he just put like a plastic binding over the top of it to make it so you can just slide in and out.
Yeah.
And I think it was just because probably had kids spilling shit all over it. You know.
Okay, so it's a protective measure.
Yeah.
But isn't every time you show a protective measure like building a wall or doing any of these obnoxious power plays of like saying no, you can't say that here? Doesn't that encourage the certain generation to like jump over the wall, if you will? Like
I feel you on the revolutionary
hey, don't do that.
energy.
Hey, don't do that.
I feel you.
You tell me not to do anything, it'll be revolutionary for me to chew bubblegum. Like chewing bubblegum in high school is revolutionary.
Well, I mean, yeah,
because they told you not to do it.
There's always going to be an anti-force, you know? Like, there's an anti-force.
But it's ambiguous. There's no real reality to it. It's, like, fabricated, you know? How far back historically do we need to go to where it's, like, not fabricated? Like, it has
I don't
the
know.
sun
The
and
fucking
moon.
first guy to draw some shit on the cave wall.
He's like, hey,
you know what I'm saying?
You're fucking up the cave wall, motherfucker. What's that weird shit you're doing? You're fucking doing squiggles?
Well, yeah, like you saying, like, who's the first cop?
Yeah, who's the first parent?
First
cop parent that says,
"Why
are you? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
We eat the grass on the ground. We don't fucking cook
maybe
our
that's
food."
where the idea was from, is like parents like smacking their kids on the head, trying to fucking eat like pterodactyl poop or some shit when they're like a fucking little kid.
Well, so this is what happened today, right? Like, I clicked this fucking thing. I'm not into either of them, but the Brett Weinstein and the Jordan Peterson, right?
Your buddies.
And they're my buddies.
Your buddies, your pals. Jordan Peterson, #1, got all his books.
I don't have any.
Teach me how to give
I don't have
myself
any
dysentery.
I don't have any Jordan Peterson books, bro.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I stopped buying Jizik books.
Yeah, I stopped by at Zizek.
But I bought one Jizik book because of his, because it said COVID-19 on it. That first one he released.
Yeah.
And I read it and I was like, God, man, he just doesn't have the fucking balls anymore. He's so fucking old.
Yeah, well, I just think like, I don't know.
Are you saying he's done?
I have, God, what's the I feel like the last Zizek book I bought was probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe it was one that some essays or something that he did with somebody else. It definitely like I haven't bought any of his Verso shit.
Do you think he lost his psychedelia right when COVID hit? Like, I mean, do you think his reaction to COVID isn't?
No, I don't know. He had some kind of fucking weird hot takes about like some kind of fascist shit that was going on. I don't know. I don't want to say he was like pro-Trump, but I felt like
during COVID he went 180, 100%.
Yeah, I just felt like
he was pro-Trump maybe like right after he got elected.
Yeah, I just feel that's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like he had some really hot takes, and I tried to appreciate the nuance.
Yeah.
But then there was just some things where it was like, yeah, but bro, that's not like. I don't know. It's the same way. It sucks because it was like I was a huge advocate for Julian Assange and WikiLeaks and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just like, at this point, I can't just like fuck with that. I don't think that dude should be in jail, but I can't fuck with what they were doing either. You know, like.
I don't think anybody should be in jail for information.
I don't. Yeah.
Like
Bradley Manning or Chelsea Manning shouldn't have been fucked with the way.
Can you imagine? Like, information is nothing other than just an ephemeral thing for anybody to take advantage of.
Yeah.
Why? It's not murdering anybody.
I feel you on that. I was all about fucking WikiLeaks and fucking. I fucked with those dudes heavy back in the day.
If Trump pardoned Snowden, what would you think?
I'm all for fuck Hillary too. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciated that side of it, but I just feel like the weird thing where he tried to kind of make a deal with like Trump to like release some shit and then some shit, and then like I don't know, just like.
I think they're all work together personally. I think it's a giant show that they're all putting on.
I just think like he started throwing some desperate shots at the end because he just wanted to be out of house arrest. I think And now he's in fucking jail and fucking. Well, I mean, the guy was fucking getting more action than I was in those years because he had fucking like 3 kids or some shit in there, didn't he? Some chick. Yeah, he had a couple kids in that lockdown.
Assange did?
Yeah. He had some lawyer or something that fucking ended up.
Well, they didn't really exploit that fact. They just
hit it. Nobody knew until they came in and arrested him and he went to jail. When they actually took him out of the embassy and took him to jail, like whatever, a year or 2 ago.
So, in a Machiavellian sense, if let's say you were the demonic secretary of the demon, what would you do to Assange?
What demon?
Whatever Assange was being an obstacle to. What would you have to do to Assange? Could you put him on the payroll, or would you have to assassinate him? Right? Execute his ass. But why keep his ass alive?
That's what they want. They want to. The whole thing is that they want to extradite him to the U.S. and they're fighting extradition. And the reason they want to extradite him is over fucking trumped up bullshit charges.
So what is the theater? Who do you think
the whole thing was cooked up?
Yeah.
By some CIA dame. And they used his being kind of a sleazebag to their advantage. And that's how they hemmed him up and they got him locked down because he was giving away secrets. And it was fucking while Hillary was in. Hillary was Secretary of State, I think. When a lot of
what's
shit
your view on
happened.
Tulsi Gabbard?
I don't know. The white suits are a nice touch. It's nice to get a little fucking style up there on fucking stage, but I don't know. It's just that
she's working some angles, dude. I've been watching her.
I don't know.
She
never had a fucking shot.
They silenced her.
It was interesting to see somebody get up there and say some shit. And I wish it would I wish a few more of the crazies would get some backing and get up there.
And are you talking about during the debate where she called out Kamala and?
Yeah, I think when they called me, I appreciate that shit, and I think that shit needs to happen more. Like, I think that's the shit.
But yeah, she ain't
this
no prize.
False modesty, this like false morality and false modesty in America needs to just fucking hit the fucking bricks, dude. Like every other country, like they're cussing each other out on TV and like. They have
stop this restraint.
Yeah, they fucking go at it.
It's It's almost like a load that.
Like the presidential
fucking,
debates and the
kidney
run up to
stone.
the debates are all horse shit.
Yeah.
That shit's like Hollywood crap.
Yeah.
It's production
But it has to
television.
do with the media too. Dude. No
That's what
one,
I'm saying. They're complicit. They're absolutely.
but no one's watching.
absolutely
no one's
manufactured.
channel surfing like a fucking controller. Like,
What was that crazy lady's name? Marianne Williamson. She's like the crystal wizard healer lady or whatever. She had some fucking great takes. But it was also like highly entertaining. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. I appreciate having a couple of wahoos up there and grouchy Uncle Bernie. You don't get that on the Republican side because they're all just like trying to be moderately racist. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really attack each other like that in the debates. It's comical. The Republicans are so bad at politics, but the Democrats are even worse.
They're not intelligent anymore.
That's what I'm
the
saying,
thing.
like-
the Republicans aren't. Republicans have zero rhetoric anymore.
Yeah, and the
They used to back in the-
Democrats are so weak that the Republicans can fuck up repeatedly, constantly for decades, and they still have a fighting chance in every election because the Democrats are just so spineless, so fucking spineless. And
So what's
all-
your
yeah.
what's your view on, like, let's just hypothetically, like, the tech bros of like the Twitter, Facebook guys, and then like 4chan?
Whatever. That's deeper internet than I go nowadays.
You don't go that far.
I don't do the 4chan. I don't do Reddit. I mean, I just like.
What about the whole
I'm
game,
done.
the
I'm done
GameStop
with
thing?
like.
The GameStop thing's a 4chan.
I mean, whatever. I fuck
True.
with crypto a little bit, you know, but fucking. I don't. I just don't go. I got off the fucking chat boards a long time ago, and I never
Yeah.
looked back. It's like same shit. Like I got off Facebook, fucking. Goddamn, fucking. Maybe 5 years ago at this point, and fucking never looked back. Like fuck that shit. Like I fuck with Instagram just because I like looking at pictures, but even that shit's fucking trash, you know. But Twitter's dope. Like I just love Twitter. I love the savageness of Twitter. I always will. It's like
That's what.
it's like football. Like every year when football season comes around, I remember how much I love.
You
football.
love reading the
And-
threads.
And no, I just how much I loved playing football. My whole life, I played football.
But that,
my
what did it
whole
have
life.
to do with Twitter?
No, I'm just saying it's like the same. I get the same feeling with
Oh,
Twitter.
got it.
It's
Okay.
it's like I get that same kind of dopamine rush or whatever it is.
Because I can definitely see why people like Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking.
Because
great.
I just started getting into reading the threads, and that's why people read Twitter. Like, look at this famous person talk shit on this famous person.
Yeah.
It's like so simple minded. You're like, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? Rap music did that shit. They were the first to do feature. Well, Aerosmith, Run DMC said, "Hey man, you want to do a song?" And you're like, dude, how is that not genius? That's pretty much taking a whole two hubs and squeezing them together. Now you got more spindles going to that hub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And so I think Facebook, Twitter is this thing of hybriding hubs. They do it more than ever. Facebook does not hybrid hubs like that.
Yeah, I just like the fact that the fucking timeline is constantly scrolling. That's the number one thing I love about it.
Okay.
Is that I don't like how on Instagram it tells you you're all caught up on the people you follow, and then they start pushing ads and other people, and they want you to follow more people, you know. And like I hate how they've reinstituted that.
But this is what's crazy about
And
Twitter.
Twitter-
This is what I think is different about Twitter.
Twitter just stays current and it's savage.
But also at the same
It's
time,
savage. I
At the
love
same
it.
time, the people you follow, they'll randomly show you something they said on someone else's page.
Yeah, no, that's what I like.
Yeah.
The retweet is
hybriding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The retweeting is the main part. It's just like you curate your own timeline, and then you can also make sure that all the people that you fuck with that fuck with you or whatever see the funny ass shit. That's what it is. I just retweet a lot of jokes, you know, like and fucking and like you know, like we were talking with Anwar, is fucking keep it. I follow a lot of picture bots.
Yeah.
So I follow like Shitpost Bot 5000 is fucking great. Like Cool 3D World Bot is fucking amazing.
And when you say bot, these aren't real people.
No, they're accounts that are they're bots, and they post a picture every hour, every 30 minutes. There's one called just like Tiger Bot and Wolf Bot. There's just pictures of tigers and wolves, and that's how I've kind of like break up fucking Twitter a little bit.
It's like you're cutting the dope.
Yeah, because it's like
so you're not just so oversaturated.
no, that's what it was. Is like so just it got so crazy. Like Twitter just got so intense for so long, and it like changed your brain. I've had talks with other people about like I've got some homies that have gotten off social media, and I talk to them all the time. And I feel like it's like fucking talking to somebody about like, yo, I quit drinking.
So hypothetically,
you know what I'm saying? Like people are kicking social media like they're kicking drugs.
So hypothetically, let's put it this way. My son's almost 13 years old. He's 12 years old
Here
right
I am
now.
drinking a beer on Monday night.
Yeah, and drinking beer on Monday. But Diga, so my son, all of a sudden out of nowhere, is like on TikTok and he's on Instagram. You know, he's 12 years old.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he's getting like you know. I'm not oppositional necessarily, but I am aware of when it's right wing news and when it's left wing news.
Right.
I get the hyperbolics.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of it. And all of a sudden he's getting this news, and it could be left wing, but he's like, yeah, fucking Biden fucking bombing Syria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why is Biden bombing Syria?
It's like, oh, are you following Abby Martin? I hope you are.
And I was like, where are you getting this news? Right? And then so we pull up, and it's like very hard to find Biden bombing Syria, like a legit like news thing. It's all voiceover type shit.
Right.
But then you start going into Obama's history and this whole fucking thing going on, and I'm reading these articles, and everything's about strike, back militia, back militia, airstrike, back militia. Sounds like a fucking glitched out fucking dub track, dude. And I'm reading this shit. I'm like, do these motherfuckers get paid for these articles? These obnoxious, redundant, self-cycling, like a fucking.
You should just got the kid a flip phone that can't do apps. that's how you got to do it.
I love him though, because I love when I catch him watching Ben Shapiro. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you can understand what he's saying. Like, he actually sits there and listens to him. He listens to old Ben Shapiro.
I just want to put that guy in a headlock and give him a noogie.
But hey,
that's what I say. I just want to see him just.
But what do you think of the youth? What do you think of the youth just randomly running into Ben Shapiro at 12 years old?
Dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I constantly
Being
like
12 years old.
I mean, I think I started fucking with the internet pretty heavy probably when I was like 14.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like fucking early. I was an early adopter. Like, we had good internet. And,
but think of how manipulative.
But a lot of my
these
friends
youth
didn't even
can
have
be.
internet and shit. And like, just the weird shit I saw, like the fucking getting these fucking crazy ass AOL chat rooms back in like '95. You know. Like,
Yeah, but they weren't being curated
They're
by
just
fucking
sending you
algorithms,
porn
bro.
and shit.
They weren't being curated by fucking giant algorithms of power.
Yeah.
Like I remember chat rooms back in '99. I remember these b-boy chat rooms I go in, and I remember my cousin introduced me to the chat room internet. And I remember going on there, and all I would do is say, "Hey, fuck you, your fucking mom's ugly."
Yeah, just talking shit in the chat room.
And this guy's like, "I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
What's your address?"
Yeah.
And you give him an address, and you're like, "I'll be ready, bro. I got an AR, dude. I'll fucking saw you down. Don't even fuck with me."
Just talking shit.
And then you send them. You just say the most mean shit, and you see if they're really ready to fucking pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But which remind me of how I like breakdancing or DJing or battles, dude. That's what you're trying to do. Like the typical battle is like, I want you to pull a gun on me, dude.
Yeah.
I just want to see exactly how tough you are. And then when they do, you're like, shit. You're like, fuck.
I don't know. We've been
I
in
ain't
some
fucking
brawls
playing
on stage before. Just whatever. You know, like,
But when they pull
like,
out,
shit used to get real at the fucking the open mic nights down in Tempe. They'll slap somebody more than once, probably. You know. Fucking,
but what was the urgency to constantly see someone take it to the next level? Like your
fucking,
lyrics,
your
lyrics
all there
suck,
'cause
bro.
You're just there because like you want the fucking freshest shit and you want it now. You know, like that's what it really comes down to. I think ultimately, like, you're just all balls deep in that fucking culture. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what these kids are going to do now that used to be, like, how we used to do shit. Because we used to just wild the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking in parking, like strip mall parking lots in Glendale and shit, you know? And
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking going to shows and like the Lucky Dragon, you know, fucking back in the day, and like just like I don't know, just like getting fucking wasted. Like, dude, we used to go to the Emerald Lounge and we would just sit in the parking lot and drink like a case of beer and go in and use the bathroom. And
Yeah.
smoke joints and shit, you
Yeah.
know, and like, and then you like, dude, it was crazy. We did that so much. Like, we were so broke, dude. We were so broke. Like, we'd all pitch in on like a case and then we'd go in and get a couple shots or whatever. And you'd just be waiting for the fucking your band to go on. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, do you remember? You remember AFA, Arizona Floor Assassins? They threw a breakdancing jam.
Yeah.
So my crew went down. You know, I don't know where it was.
I remember JFA, Jodie Foster's Army.
So
This video is this dude like parallel park. Is this what's gonna be on the green screen?
I guess, dude, I'll put something crazier on there.
Whatever.
We really didn't use the internet.
I don't know. It's pretty
But, hey,
funny. It's pretty
but-
funny. It's like some guy parallel parking.
I mean, there's nothing but motocross, car chases, and fucking
No, it's just been
cars.
somebody driving around European neighborhoods for like an hour.
So we went for 2 hours 36 seconds, 36 minutes.
Yeah. We're still going.
But yeah, no, legitly, what I was really
We're
what
still
do you think
going,
about, dude. Don't you think Anwar? Don't you think we could do a show? Or am I fucking stoned?
I don't know. I think we're.
I mean, I don't
grown
like
men.
the internet.
We could do whatever we want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's got a fucking kid and a fucking comedy career. It's on him. You know what I'm saying? We can do
Yeah,
whatever the
it's
fuck
true
we
though.
want.
You know, it's you know. I tell people, when you have a kid, dude, you're gone for 3 years, dude. And I'll see
Yeah,
you.
he fucking got a 1-year-old, dude.
At least your first 3 years, you can't do
Little
shit.
dude, man. Yeah.
Makes sense. He wants to run home, dude, because he's gonna wake up in the middle of the night.
He looks just like Anwar too.
He does,
He
dude.
looks just like
It's so wild, right?
Yeah.
You see the forehead and shit like that, all the features, they're all there, dude.
That's crazy.
That's how my sister has a child now, dude. It looks, all her children look like her fucking husband, bro.
I kind of just want to have a kid just to see what it's gonna look like, and see like how crazy it's gonna be.
The best type of child is the interracial child, bro. I'll tell you.
I just want to have a fucking. I don't know. I just think it'd be fun to be a dad, dude. Like I think it'd be super fun. You know?
Dude, just knock up a girl, bro.
Yeah.
Knock up the
Start a GoFundMe. Who wants to have a
dude.
baby?
Just knock up the biggest mistake of your life, dude. It'll be okay.
It'll be okay, man. The kid.
I'm trying to help Eli out. Eli keeps telling me, he goes, there was this girl that wanted to date me, and then she saw our podcast and doesn't call me anymore.
I'm sure there's some parts of the.
And I said,
podcast that
I
get
said-
me canceled.
I said, bro,
Whatever.
that really hurt, and I'm
Give
gonna
a
do whatever
fuck.
it takes to get you a wife. I
Man,
told him,
I'm bummed he didn't show up, man. I was fucking big talking him up. I told the neighbors that are in the cool rock and roll band, fucking, hey, I'm going to the Abe Zucker podcast.
I think he is.
Klugman's gonna be there. So's Anwar. Fucking Klugman didn't show up.
I think he's a.
Oh man, maybe this is where we start some TikTok beef. Maybe this will be my first
I
TikTok.
know, for real.
Where's Klugman? Where's Klugman?
I think he has agoraphobia,
Fear of going indoors.
something like that.
Yeah, the fear of going indoors without a jacket on.
But you know the truth of it is like what I think Anwar needs in his podcast is he needs an antagonist. Because the truth is you need someone to be like what you said is just obnoxious, and I'm not supporting that. You're actually a fucking idiot. Like I think you're a closet racist. You know, like little things like that create the drama. That make you like question
I guess I just don't. Really
Am I an anti-Semite?
I don't
like
listen
every time
to
Eli's in
lot
a
of
room.
podcasts, man. I really don't. I just don't. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts.
I
really
wouldn't
don't.
either. I wouldn't either. That's the whole thing. I wouldn't either.
I try to understand it, and I try to, you know, it's like, and like even some of my best friends like have great fucking podcasts, and I'm just like, I don't know, like.
No, hey,
You're not
dude,
talking.
don't ever think for a second I'm
We're not
promoting
talking about-
podcasts. Don't ever think for a
talk
second
about anything,
that I'm trying
you
to
know?
that I'm trying to take you away from something that you could do that's way more productive.
I listened to Los Angeles Clippers podcasts.
That's
because
way better.
I like the news and analysis these guys do about my favorite basketball
You
team.
love the Clippers, dude.
You know, like
I
and
was talking hella shit
fucking
about the Clippers, dude.
everybody hates the Clippers. That's why I love them.
So what do you think it is? Is it kind of like liking underground hip hop or something? Like being a Clippers fan?
I don't know. I felt bad for him. I was at a Sonics game in the '90s,
You're like,
and there was nobody cheering for him. It was dead silent.
I think your
And-
love for the Clippers.
And I felt bad for him. It was like pure Catholic guilt or some shit. I was just like,
Dude.
I felt it was like a puppy dog staring at me. It was like the biggest like puppy dog eyes.
I think you know what I think you're
fucking
doing.
man, like nobody wants to be a I'll be a fucking Clippers fan. Dude.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I hope it's not insulting.
And it was that pure antagonist shit that you're talking about with the art.
Yeah.
It was like we're in the fucking Tacoma Dome and the Sonics are playing the fucking Clippers, and nobody's cheering for the Clippers, and they were a horrible team, and they were actually making a game of it. And so I was like, fuck it, like, you know, whatever. 93, I was probably 13 or 14, something like that. 92, 93. It was just pure fucking, dude, it was pure Kurt Cobain, man. Like,
I
was
love
just
it,
like,
dude. I love
fucking
it.
damn the man, you know?
What you're telling me right now, I totally agree with. I think maybe you're doing a little transference there. Like, I think your love for the Clippers is like what it must be like to be married. Like, you know, you take the age, you take the dedication, the devotion. I don't care if you're winning or losing. It's
Yeah,
about what
yeah.
it's. You know what matters is what's inside. That's how you love the Clippers. Like, I don't care about the outside. I care about what's
Lovable
inside.
losers. The lovable losers.
And I think that's beautiful because, like, do you ever think they might not be there like next year? Like, they might just fucking cancel the whole project?
Nah, fuck no. They're an NBA team with millions.
No,
of
but I
fucking
mean, look what they
dollars
did to the
behind them.
Raiders, bro. They shipped them to Vegas, right?
Nah, the Raiders got bought out by Vegas. They
Oh,
fucking they made them an
So you don't
offer.
think it goes
They,
other direction where, like,
they made them an offer they
unbought?
couldn't refuse.
what about
the-
bankruptcy? The Clippers are just straight bankrupt.
The Clippers are originally from San Diego, anyways, and they won't. They're not going to go bankrupt. They're owned by Steve Ballmer, who's one of the fucking founders of Microsoft or whatever.
So
he's a multi-billionaire who's pumped hundreds of millions of dollars into
Into
the
the
team.
Clippers.
They're getting a new arena next year in Inglewood, next to the fucking the L.A. Rams and Chargers stadium that just opened. That's out there by this like fucking casino.
So
It's
so-
out there. It's like on an old horse track farm or some shit
So
like
Clipper. So as far as we all know, Clippers is a good investment right now. It's
that.
only
Hey man, you know what?
you invest in Clippers. Like, you got any stocks of some sort?
Yeah, I got a new hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I got a new hat. I got a Kawhi Leonard jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's like whatever.
You know, it's crazy. Isn't the
Rooting
old,
for the underdogs, baby.
isn't the Los Angeles isn't the story is that you can go to a Clippers game if you're hood, but if you're a little richer, you can go to a Lakers game.
I don't know. I've
that
I've
LA?
never been to a Laker or a Clippers game. I saw the Kings.
Because my wife would tell me that she could go to
I've been to the Forum in Inglewood.
she could go to an Angels game, right?
Yeah,
But she never went to a fucking Dodgers game.
Well, maybe she lived down by Anaheim.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm saying there's like social class.
Well, the fucking dude,
Like,
the
Clippers
fucking,
are cheap,
the
Lakers
Dodgers,
are rich.
The Dodgers stadium is in downtown. It's right next to it. It's fucking between like Boyle Heights and
Yeah.
East LA and
Yeah.
downtown. And
And
Chinatown.
where's the Angels?
Angels is out in Anaheim. It's up by
Yeah,
Disneyland.
Anaheim.
So-
But do you agree with the social class division between?
Yeah, I think that there's.
It's like T-Mobile.
no,
versus-
it's like there's Yankees fans and there's Mets fans.
But one's
and-
richer and
and-
one's cheap.
Well, I just think like I feel like generally people that are Mets fans have had rougher lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It doesn't always
that's
have to be about money. Like there's very successful people
It's
that
like,
stay in the
how
hood,
about this?
you know?
It has to do with people that are self-deprecating and people that are elitists.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody wants to
Self-striving
move to
capitalists.
fucking Beverly Hills. Like, not, I mean, like.
So
you know what it
Dodger
was?
fans
You
are
know what it was?
capitalists.
It was
Dodger fans are
it's
capitalists.
the Showtime's fans. I put it like this: like Dodgers fans in L.A. are like Yankees fans in New York.
Yeah, and
Like
they're all
everybody,
capitalists.
yeah, somebody moves there, and it's like the same
But
shit.
if you're Mets,
You want to know how bad it is, dude? I'm an
socialist.
Islanders fan too.
Yeah.
Like fucking, everybody loves the Rangers. Fucking, I root for the Islanders.
Okay.
You know, like fucking.
So you're just like an underdog worshiper.
Dude, I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm a Mariners fan. I'm a
like the
Diamondbacks
underdog.
fan, dude.
You like
You know,
the
like
underdog.
yeah. I'm fans of the teams where I've lived.
Would
The
you
longest-
Would you consider yourself a socialist, communist type thing? Would you consider yourself leaning?
Yeah, I definitely would say that. I think that there needs to be a kind of fucking a metered socialist
handicap.
economy. I believe I would say like I think there's a way to do socialism that provides for the people that need help and also allows the billionaires or the people to make as much money as they can fucking handle. I just think at a certain point
We need.
it becomes ubiquitous or whatever, and it's just like, at a certain point you're never gonna be able to spend that fucking money, and so
Do something
let's
with
help some poor people up, you know.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
like,
I
you know what, like,
I can't
you know what
disagree
it,
with that.
you know what it is. I
Yeah.
want fucking Star Trek, dude. I want fucking Star Trek. I want a world where everybody works fucking together, and it's all based on fucking like science and advancing knowledge and shit, and like.
But what about interpretation of data?
Well, you know,
Are we
like
talking about pure
one of
lockstep
the-
logicians of data?
I've never been like a Star Wars, Star Trek guy, but I do like the idea that the Star Trek universe is basically founded in that they found a way that they eradicated poverty and like hunger and like bad health and education. And the key is like getting people educated and getting people healthy, raised the whole bar of the fucking world and like kind of created like a global society. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like that idea because I think it'd probably be easier to do that than fix all the horrible ecological shit that's going on that's not getting even taken seriously still.
But
So
is it right that Star Trek is kind of,
I have lofty ideals.
but Star Trek,
Isn't it kind of like apolitical?
I mean, yeah.
A subconscious socialism going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like
Machiavellian thing going on. Like,
I think that's the whole point. Is like, look, we just figured out there's all this money, and shit sucks. People are fucking idiots, and there's poor people and there's rich people and there's wage disparity, and there's enough money to go around. There's enough things, and so science is at a point where we can basically keep people healthy and cure them of most diseases. So lifespans increase, right? And so if people live longer, then you have to have some place for them to fucking go, and some place for them to be fucking healthy. And if we're gonna overpopulate the Earth, then we need to start maybe going here. Well, we need some jobs. Well, let's send some guys to Mars. You know, let's go build some bubbles on Mars or whatever. You know, like I don't know. The overpopulation is gonna be a big part of it. You know, like. So if we don't have jobs by sending people to build colonies on Mars because people don't stop fucking and making babies, and you know that's just not gonna
There
happen.
could be like some sort of movement of like a Heaven's Gate.
Dude, well that's the other.
And everybody commits, like,
The other.
group
The other.
suicide.
The other.
They all just have ecstasy and go group suicide.
The other way the pendulum swings is that you've got to eliminate fucking half the population.
But would you rather eliminate a war or ecstatic culture suicide? It's your fucking pill.
Why can't we have both?
I choose
have both?
ecstatic culture.
Why can't we have like some kind of catastrophic war?
It's so
And like you're
oppositional.
like
I'd rather
it starts with like an 80s style nuke strike, you know, and then it's like Red Dawn and Mad Max for a while.
Oh, you want all that?
You know, like yeah, like but
That's
like
so-
but like small emerging economies, you know, come out like you know like fucking. It doesn't get to certain places, and Now we have like,
Do you think I could
and there's
sell-
still maybe we see an increase in like piracy at the high seas and
Do
shit.
you think I could
How
sell-
dope would that be to like have shit get so bad that people return to the high seas? You know, like sailing boats places to raid
It
people.
seems mediocre. It seems
Yeah.
mediocre
It'd be fucking
drama.
fresh.
Like you're trying to survive and you're
Dude, like let's do a Jurassic Park while we're there, dude, and then let all those dinosaurs go nuts. And then it's like Mad Max. It's like Waterworld and Mad Max and the
let
Hunger
people- and let
Games.
people virtually.
And that we brought back the woolly mammoth, and they're rampaging through Siberia because it's too hot.
What about if it's possible to create such a simulation program in which you're like you have the romantic moment
This guy's back in the cul-de-sac.
of embracing the woman you love, whatever the idea of it is,
Yeah.
and you both drink poison together like Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Utopia, baby. Yeah.
What
That
if I could create that
that
simulation?
world requires me having a woman that I love that also wants to spend
No,
time
but
with me.
but with
You know what I'm
technology, I
saying?
can give you the pill.
That's predicated on pure fantasy, my friend.
But I can give you the pill that you take it that
Hey,
experience.
man, I
happens.
know plenty of guys I can get pills from.
And then they shovel your carcass in the population things taken care of.
Nice, like
Uh,
fucking Logan's Run, dude. Just go to Sanctuary, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let's just
But
go to
but
fucking
the
Sanctuary or whatever
but
shit.
the division you're merging into utopian unity.
Yeah, Utopia. Fruitopia.
You want another beer?
Yeah. Shit. Where the fuck are we going? It's close to the trash. Oh, yeah. Alright, probably gotta go after this one.
Yeah, no, dude. I already drank.
Oh, God, it's midnight. On a school night on my birthday. Happy birthday, Grizz. Happy birthday, Grizz. It's his birthday.
Oh, so when I was chatting with Anwar before he came over here, I texted him like, "You want me to get you anything to drink?" And he's like, "Just give me a water." And I said, "Oh, you're like Max Cady from Cape Fear, you know?"
Just wants a water.
And that's what Max Cady would drink
Did not know
when he
that.
bit that chick's face off. That's why I don't trust people that drink water.
Because they're crazy. It's just the taste of the beer.
Oh, I don't drink beer, man. I drink water.
Yeah, that's what this shit is. It's just fucking beer flavored water.
This stuff, yeah. But dude, I tell you what. Hey, the other day when I had those 2 slices of fucking
Dude, you
Grease.
wolfed those slices,
I
bro. We were
swallowed.
riding
I didn't even chew 'em.
bikes,
I didn't even
dude.
chew them. I swallowed that grease. It went right down my
Dude,
throat.
like you went up to the fucking pizzeria, and I don't know, like
I ate one when you're
we
talking to
left.
homie.
Didn't we? We left. Like what? Who did I? Yeah, because I feel like we went up there at the same time, right? And then I went over and talked to homie, and I turned around, and you had 2 slices in your hand,
And I ate
like,
one.
and
Ate
one was
one.
like already half eaten.
And then
And then we
I
crossed
broke
the
one out.
street,
Yeah,
and then we
I had
started
another
riding
one.
bikes, and then like by the time we got to Joe Bot, you. Were
But I
like,
tell you what, when I had that
no
shot,
pizza.
on the grease, on that grease,
Woo!
it fucked with me, dude.
Tequila.
It fucked with me. That tequila hit that grease.
I can't. Tequila's so bad, dude. I fucking love it. Dude, it's the worst. Tequila's the worst, dude.
No, but if you can drink and not eat, you're a fucking champ. But if you drink and you all of a sudden want to eat, you have to be a real champ to do that. You got to be some sort of specimen in order to
I
fucking
shouldn't be
kill.
allowed to be in public when I drink tequila.
Well, think about people that can drink. They eat like fucking 5 slices of pizza, fucking eat some fucking barbecue, and they keep
Yeah.
drinking.
Oh, I got You know what?
You got barbecue?
You gotta swing by the crib. I got homie made some infused
Joe
marijuana
did?
infused barbecue sauce,
Oh yeah.
and I have some, and I was gonna cook some chicken up in it.
Hey man, I'm gonna have you come over, dude. Because
Yeah.
you know what I got over here? I got a Traeger grill. You know what Traeger grill? You don't know what Traeger is?
What's a Traeger?
A pellet grill.
Oh, cool.
I bought one like middle COVID.
I had a pellet stove in this garage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was my only source of heat. It had a flat top.
I've seen.
It had a
some
flat
shit
top.
cook.
I could boil water. I had a little kettle. I could boil water on it, but That was my only heat source in there. I burn a fire every night to stay warm.
Oh, Joe told me he has a brisket right now.
Nice.
But I told him like, I'd just rather come over there and eat some food. I don't know if I could. Yeah. Dude, a brisket costs like $60 at Fry's right now.
I got all the discount ground turkey today that I could. I left one.
What do you do with the ground turkey?
I just make tacos. I just make tacos. Yeah, or burgers. I don't.
What do you chop in the ground? What do you cut with the ground turkey? You cut anything with it, like?
No, I do the ground turkey, and then I usually will do like some peppers, onions, garlic.
Yeah.
What else?
Cheese.
Sometimes I'll throw tomato in there.
Yeah, that's good.
Like just dice up a couple of Romas, throw them in there. I got my secret sauce and my spice blend. I put in there.
And you just throw them in a corn tortilla?
Yeah,
or like
I just throw them in a fucking flour tortilla.
And just eat that.
Yeah, just like I just make burritos. I eat that like 3 days a week. It's like ground turkey. It's just like
and turkey's more healthy. That's why.
Dude, it's like 90-something% fat free or whatever. So it's just like.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Yeah,
that's good shit.
Yeah, dude, I've survived off that shit for years, dude.
Is turkey bacon?
I don't buy.
Is turkey bacon bad for you?
I think it depends on who makes it, because some of that shit's like hella salty, hella salty.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, you throw turkey bacon, it's hella salty.
I mean, it's basically they whatever. It's just like ground up turkey, and then they press it in a brick and slice it like bacon.
But you fry it hard, dude.
Yeah, I pan fry it when I get it. You know what's funny is like sometimes I'll pan fry. I have a couple jars of bacon fat in the fridge.
Oh, you
like
keep
I used to. I haven't eaten bacon in a while, but I used to would save the fat in a little jar and put it in the fridge.
Yeah, that's good.
And then my favorite thing to fry is I like to fry tofu and bacon fat. It tastes delicious.
Oh yeah,
it's so dope. It's so dope. It's like the funniest shit.
Yeah, my daughters are
Yeah,
daughters are vegetarian, but they don't complain. Like we make a chicken soup.
Yeah.
And we take the chicken out. You know, like they'll still eat it. They like
Right.
they're okay with the grease.
Yeah, I mean,
Even though I get it.
I don't think I could do the vegan thing just because I've tried to be mindful recently about like trying to eat less pork, trying to eat less beef, trying to kind of stick to lighter meats because whatever. Like we're getting older, Abe. We're getting older.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like
well, you know what I do now?
I'm not trying to get on like blood pressure medicine or some shit.
I mean, my diet. You know what my diet is, dude. Eat whatever you want, but you throw a couple celery sticks and carrot sticks in between it all.
Hey, celery is like a toothbrush for your butthole. That's what
Dude, 100%. That and if you can't eat some Raisin Bran, that.
You know what I've been doing like a kind of an oatmeal cream of wheat.
Yeah, that's good.
Hybrid with.
Oh, you mix both together?
With berries, yeah. I kind of, I cook like I use a little less oatmeal, and then I kind of toss a little cream of wheat in there to thicken it up.
Oh, that part.
And then I've been using alt milks, like whatever. Like I think I got coconut milk. I just buy whichever one's on sale. It's one week it's the rice dream, and the next week it's the coconut milk, and week after that it's like
that's good shit, man.
The vanilla almond milk or whatever. And then so I cook up the oatmeal and that shit, and I throw in. Today I had frozen cranberries and the pomegranate kernels or jewels or whatever they call them. I threw like a quarter cup of each of those in there.
So you throw like a frozen fruit in there.
Yeah, I cook the frozen fruit first in the milk, and then as that heats up, and then as it approaches a boil, I throw the oats in to cook them a little bit because they take a little longer, and the cream of wheat will thicken up in like 2 minutes.
Dude, that's genius throwing that frozen fruit.
Yeah, but I do it in first, so that way it gets the temperature, and then you just slap in the fucking the oats and the cream of wheat, and then a little butter, a little brown sugar on top. Sit out on the porch, eat my coffee. Drink my coffee, eat my oatmeal.
That's good shit.
Read a book. That's like my morning ritual. Do a little meditate when I wake up. Stretch on the fucking yoga mat, like stretch all the fucking joints, Have my oatmeal. Dialing this shit in, Abe.
I like it, dude. I feel it, bro. I get it, dude.
Like zenning out like your 40s is like kind of hard, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, man.
Like I'm on unemployment. I got nobody in my life but my fucking big ass TV and my garden.
Well,
know,
I told you
it's
I
pretty
told you-
chill, dude. Like it's fucking mad chill. Smoke a lot of dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like work on weird shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm seriously thinking about taking like a 4-day vacation with a big old pack, with a big old thing of weed. I'm gonna stay in a hotel, dude. I'm gonna fucking burn them, and I'm just gonna sleep, dude. I'm just gonna drink a lot of water, and I'm just gonna astral project.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
And then I want to also wrestle with the thought, like in the most, and I never talk about this, but in the most spiritual sense, I just want to wrestle with why am I so obsessed with intention? Like I don't want to intend things. I don't want to desire and search. I want things just to kind of fall like gravity through my body. You know, like I just want to be. I just want to zone and just appreciate and be thankful for every second, dude. And like not be a nuisance either with that oddity. Like I don't want to be a nuisance with being thankful for everything.
No, intention is a good thing. But you also just got to understand that shit happens and shit falls into place.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's, I don't know. That's the mystery of the universe, right?
Yeah.
I'm
using words and an approach. It's fucking.
No, what do they say? Like, man plans and God laughs or whatever. Or fucking, you could twist that to be, nice, you made plans. Well, the universe had other plans. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
still, even though I disrupt all your fucking plans, you still think it's a fucking plan. Like,
yeah.
I give you negativity, you think it's positivity. I give you positivity,
I found-
you think it's negative.
I found that it's the easiest to get the things I want if I just stay home and don't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just work on shit at home and you don't go out and you don't interact with anybody. It's very easy to manage COVID and your anxiety levels and all the other shit. I just found that if you just stay home and never go out and never see anybody, then the only person you can disappoint is yourself. And you're probably in your PJs and pretty comfortable, eating some good food and staying baked. So
Insane.
yeah,
And you can do
plenty of things to watch. Yeah, and then in the meantime, I'm just writing and fucking working on these videos and shit.
You know what you're saying right now?
I'm zenning the fuck out, dude.
And you're being thankful, dude.
Yeah.
The way you're talking about it. It's just like, like all these little things are very precious and,
Dude, I've lived a fucking life of absolute fucking chaos
Yeah.
for about 15 fucking years straight. And for the first time, I'm actually able to appreciate having my own space and honing in my process, my thought process, my ideation, focusing on building a plan rather than just being like, fuck it, I'll wing it, kind of shit. Like, that's how a lot of this shit's gone down, dude. Straight old school DIY. Fuck it, we'll make it work. Like, find a mic, find an amp, find a mixing board, find a venue, fucking find $1,000, fucking kind of shit. Like whatever. Like, it just like balls to the wall, fuck it, for a long time, dude. And like, now it's like it took a fucking quarantine pandemic to basically like dial me in a little bit, Excuse me. So I'm hella thankful for that.
Yeah, I think, shit, man, I think,
I'm hella thankful.
you can't, I don't know exactly what is the positivity I feel with a lot of the times. I mean, I feel negative a lot of times, but the positivity I feel a lot of times is that you can swerve around a little bit around here. You can be frustrated, and obviously there's reality to everybody's frustration. But, there is potential to swerve around and just, like, skid, like on people's property.
Swerve out of control.
It isn't like North Phoenix where you got these fucking 8-foot fucking brick walls everywhere. And if you tag on it, they get buffed in like a couple days.
Yeah.
At least downtown
2 days.
Phoenix, I think there's still a little bit of ways of swerving around. I mean, you can slip.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know how much longer that's gonna happen, because today I noticed right across the street they're prepping fucking 2 more lots to build on.
Yeah.
There was a guy out there with fucking marking sticks and staking shit out, and there's a job fucking trailer on that lot now. And I'm just like, oh shit, there's a fucking job trailer here? That means there's about to be a job here. Or they're getting ready to fucking turn this into the parking lot, and they're gonna take the old parking lot and turn that into the new building. Like, dude, they're fucking, everything around Fifth Street's gonna be fucking 10-story buildings in 18
But
months.
do you think there's any potential? Like, I don't know what I
crazy.
keep meaning by shitting in plates and slipping on the sidewalk, but like,
I mean, I get it. It's Duchamp or whatever, you know, fucking,
Well,
like.
I mean, it's like a metaphor for like, can't you still urinate in an alley?
Yeah, I mean, I could go pee
mean,
in
the
your
dogs are
backyard
pee- the
right now,
dogs are
too.
peeing on
How
the
far do these mics go? Could I go take a piss with
Yeah.
this mic right now? Will,
Yeah.
will it still record?
Yeah, I can. I think so.
All right.
Do you think do you think they won the war on sterilization? Do you think they can actually make a sterile area? I mean, obviously, yeah. But,
I don't know. I mean,
you can always be a virus.
I don't know. I had a chick tell me she thought I was shooting blanks once because I smoked so much weed. But
That was her
fucking-
vagina.
She still doesn't have any kids, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't fucking trying to.
I read this book called Sperm Wars, and your sperm can be in there, and then another dude could just come in there and hit her.
Yeah.
His cum could swim past your cum.
Well, isn't there one of those things where it's like, it's been recorded that, some women, was there like a woman had twins with 2 different dads or some shit? And she just boned the dudes the same night. And
Oh, and he had 2 babies in
yeah,
one?
she had 2 babies from fucking 2 different.
Oh,
dads.
shit, that's fucking
I don't know. I
wild.
think it was on Maury.
That's
I feel like it
tight.
was- I gotta take a leak
Yeah.
real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Gotta wet myself, sir.
Dude, a fucking ArtLink fucking blackballed me, bro.
Art Link, you fucking bitches.
They totally did. That's why my fucking my nude of Kamala VP is gonna fucking. I swear to God.
Right in the front window at Modified.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna get that attention I wanted the whole time.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what I found out? People, I'm a loser.
Hey, man. Welcome to the club.
But you know,
You've always had a seat with us, Abe.
But I'm like, what about awareness of it? Like, it's not depression. You're just like, you're so aware of it. Like, your taste, your type, your personality, and your type of fucking humor is like, it's just not. It's like, listen, I can't even criticize it. It's just not what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't even want to criticize it. It's just not what I'm looking for, right, bro? I don't even listen to your shit.
Hell yeah. Sounds like your podcast.
But like, I'm so aware of it, though. I'm so fucking aware of it,
I'm
dude.
pretty sure it's like just me that watches your podcast.
That's fucking
from,
awesome.
From time to time.
Are you the ones that thumbs down, or is that Bobby Castaneda?
That's probably Bobby. But like, yeah, I never vote on anything on YouTube. Just because I don't want him to fucking. I know that's how you end up in like white nationalist propaganda town.
These are like
It's like you like
wrong.
a rap video by some guy in Harlem, and 2 videos later they're asking you to send money to the Aryan Nation. You know?
That sounds like an algorithm I would invent.
Yeah, and it's because you liked like some kind of like furry weave in a basket fucking shit, you know, that randomly came across. I don't know. I watch Conan on YouTube. I don't watch any shit on YouTube. Like, I watch people's videos, like music videos, and Conan O'Brien shit. Like, that's like that's my wheelhouse or whatever my algorithm is.
He got fired though, didn't he?
No, like I watch his the shit he does on TBS. I love Conan O'Brien. I think he's one of the funniest fucking realist, honest, fucking smartest, goofiest dudes. Like that shit like the Conan, Bob Odenkirk, you know, Mr. Show, David Cross, kind of, you know, that's kind of like my wheelhouse. That mid '90s kind of snark, that Gen X like existential dread or whatever.
What's your feeling on Steve Colbert?
I don't know. I don't watch his late show or whatever, but
Do you think he's like
he was. I did. It really blew my mind when I realized he was one of the ambiguously gay duo on fucking Saturday Night Live, the old Bob Smeagol cartoons.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. And Smeagol's a guy that worked with Conan. And he's the guy behind Triumph, the Insult Comic Dog. And he's the guy that does the voice and does the puppet. But he did those cartoons on Saturday Night Live in kind of like the mid '90s. And Stephen Colbert, and I'm trying to think who the other guy was. I think it was Mo Rocca. It was Stephen Colbert and like Mo Rocca, were the ambiguously gay duo. They were like 2 dudes.
What year was that?
I don't know, like fucking late '90s,
Oh, okay.
some shit like that. Maybe early thousands.
I mean, he was working his thespian fucking pyramid.
I feel like it was like
way
during the
back then.
time when those dudes were still fairly unknown and like maybe had just started fucking with Jon Stewart on the Daily Show.
Yeah.
They were just kind of dudes they knew from the New York comedy scene or whatever.
I mean, I'm just to be honest with you. I'm just infatuated. I've been watching these Opie and Anthony's with Patrice O'Neill, and I feel like they were so third way. Like they were really fucking edgy, and you could, you know, if you were watching it through a left
I have to
right
check them out. I'm
political
not,
angle.
Is it a podcast or a video?
Yeah,
or?
man. They would always have Opie on. They would always have Patrice on there. So like at times you would think Opie.
Did they have a show on TBS at one point?
Dude, it was a big show. They were so like Howard Stern's was dipping a little bit, and
Right.
Opie and Anthony picked up that New Yorker fucking hetero fucking, you know, what do you call that? Aggressive, antagonistic, you know, male shit.
What,
you know what I'm
what,
saying?
don't they call that? Oh God, what was that? It's a term now.
Well, you call me a shock jock, and the first person that's ever called a shock jock was Opie and Anthony.
Oh God, it's I'm trying to think. I know. Yeah, it's like it's not.
I mean, when Anwar was straight up telling me he's kind of like,
See, this is the brain fog shit.
yeah,
This is the brain fog shit.
but no, Anwar was
Not
straight
the
up telling me.
giant joint that I just smoked that made me forget that.
But Anwar was straight telling me he was critical of fucking Patrice O'Neill's fucking perspective of women, and he was very machismo and shit, right? And yet I thought it was all humor, and it is humor because there is reality when it comes to a woman. It's not like you're a fucking leader, like even though that's what men like want to like bolster up of like this alpha man thing, and that's all.
Toxic masculinity.
That's
That's the
opposite.
term. It's toxic masculinity.
And
is the term.
that gets played out, dude.
Yeah, toxic masculinity.
But there's a reality. There's a private reality of people's relationships, and it isn't as it
Some
isn't.
guy screaming into a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's talk. Oh, what was that? Was that with Bogosian? Was that Talk Radio? Eric Bogosian,
I never heard
where
of
he's
him.
the shock jock in the It's an 80s movie, I think. I'm not sure who did it. I spent most of this time just watching movies, like, intensely.
Oh, hey, do you know what movie I just watched? Saint Maud.
New Wave Hookers.
You seen Saint
7.
Maud?
No, I want to, though. I want to.
Fucking good. That was her first film.
Oh, shit. I rented Black Bear. I forgot. I got a...
What's Black Bear?
With Aubrey Plaza. Surreal, some kind of weird surreal black comedy. Maybe even either Annapurna or A24 put it out. Maybe some kind of, she's a director or something, and she goes with some friends to a retreat in the woods and starts pushing buttons between the couple that's there or something to antagonize.
Is this a new film?
Yeah, because she's having trouble with her film and she's trying to...
And that chick, Audrey Plaza, the girl.
And then it gets like meta and surreal or something. And then it becomes...
And it looked good. It looked good?
Yeah. I don't know, it was a 99-cent rental on iTunes. That usually means it's going on a streaming service in the next month.
Oh, really?
So it'll probably be on Hulu or some shit. Nomadland's on Hulu. If anybody,
I saw
if
that.
the millions of
You
people
like that?
watching this
You like that flick?
podcast,
You like
I
that?
did. I liked it because
wasn't it kind of like exhausting?
no, as somebody that was in kind of like the mobile workforce like
Yeah.
that and lived out of backpacks for a long time. I don't know. It just felt fucking like
A good representation.
a different representation, but something I could empathize with.
Okay, that's good.
As somebody who
Unlike-
also
unlike mid-nineties? Unlike
she was the lady that I ended up seeing at 2 different jobs a fucking year. Like I'd see her in Alaska and then I'd see her down in fucking Washington, or maybe she'd be down doing something in Miami during the art scene or at South by. You know, just like kind of similar world, but like, you know, like this like transient workforce kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like if I went to North Dakota to work at that Amazon or whatever, like she did in the movie, you know, she'd be like one of the people I'd see. Oh, I live in my van. I know fucking 100 guys that live in their vans and drive around the West and just do odd jobs, like fucking handyman. But I thought it was cool how she talked, or like that girl, Chloe Zhao, the director, woman. Sorry.
Perspective.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, no, she's A-list. She's A-list.
Fucking Songs My Brother Taught Me is fucking beautiful. It's a gorgeous film.
No, that woman's A-list, dude.
Yeah, she's great. Like
She got an Oscar yet?
No, she won the Golden Globe
Okay.
for it. She won the Golden Globe for director and the Golden Globe for the film. Won best film.
Of Nomadland?
Nomadland did. in the
No, but
Golden
prior to that, didn't she get any?
No.
Nothing.
Maybe she was nominated for a short or something like that, but she came out of the Sundance Institute.
Well, either way, she's.
But
in,
songs My Brother Taught Me is fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. It's set on the res. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think
it's the same actress. The actress that woman's in. What's her name?
No. It's
different director.
It's a bunch of native kids in the movie.
But what's that woman that?
But the same director, Chloe Zhao.
What was the main actress in Nomadland?
Frances McDormand from Fargo. It's the girl
Yeah.
from Fargo.
She's in the inner circle, dude. She's inner circle
Yeah.
Hollywood, dude. She's
Yeah.
like.
But from what I understand, it was kind of a low budget picture. Like McDormand liked her and might have been one of the executive producers on it, or her company, or something like that. And maybe even fucking Margot Robbie was in on it. I feel like I've been seeing her name in like producer credits on some shit lately.
But dude, Saint Maud is like a debut of a
Looks great.
of
Looks
a British this female British director.
Yeah, I the girl kind of is very intense and kind of has some intense visions and is maybe going crazy. or something.
It's a classic Catholic duality, Manichaean fucking lust versus love, ecstasy versus transcendence, prophetic versus like
The Ecstasy
delusional.
of Saint Teresa.
It's all there. It's all there, and it's delusion. But you know what's sad? Like in those delusions of psychosis, you're like, Is that what I'm screaming for when I desire ecstasy?
Yeah, like how much of sainthood is
Is hedonism?
comprised of delusional fucking fantasy and like fucking
Desire?
behaviors, you know?
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
sure.
Like,
Excess desire, dude. You're too
Yeah.
stimulated.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like if they just let them fuck. It's the Catholic Church. I grew up Catholic, man. You don't gotta tell me. Like
I
fucking-
have all these arguments with people because I grew up Catholic too, and when I hear people talk shit on Catholics and say some things, I'm
Whatever.
like, what Catholics are you meeting? Because I feel like they're the most hypocritical and fun.
I feel like Catholics are just the laziest Christians on the fucking planet, is what it feels like to me.
Right?
I don't know if I was talking with you or talking with somebody else about this, but like I was just like, they just go through the fucking motions and it's boring as shit, and
Yeah.
they're all there because they have to fucking be there, because if they don't fucking go, grandma will be mad or some
Yeah.
shit. And that's like the whole way the fucking entire religion gets passed down to you.
But as a Catholic, you can still be an alcoholic.
Yeah, because
But as a Mormon,
that was like
you
some
can't-
of the first alcohol I ever drank.
Yeah. But
I
if
think
you're a
my
Mormon-
grandma gave me a beer when I was like 9, just
Yeah.
because she ruled, you know. But
Yeah.
fucking
You can still be an alcoholic.
yeah. But like taking communion was a big thing, like sipping on the wine cup with everybody else from the church. Well, and then they wipe it off with a little cloth, you know, and it's just like, oh man, that's probably why everybody had herpes at the same time every year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
You
a
know,
neat.
fucking
It's
like,
it seems very.
cold sores or whatever.
Yeah, I'm very nostalgic towards it.
I love it, man. I thought you were Jewish.
No, I ain't. I'm not Jewish, but I probably do have Jewish in me.
Oh, nice.
My dad's Armenian. He ain't anti-Semitic because he doesn't really have a history with it, but he's been obsessional. Like, you know how some parents are obsessed with the Jews? Like,
Yeah.
They think they're so smart. They wonder how they keep their culture together. You know, they're like from the outside, they're just obsessed with them. But they're not anti-Semitic, but they're obsessed with like.
There's a lot
romantic
of
story
weird. That sentiment seems to kind of run through that kind of like European, Russian
Yeah.
bridge. Like they're
Yeah.
like, I'm Polish, and like just like the way that like they basically were between Russian and German rule. For
Did you go East? Were you
fucking
Catholic?
shit.
Did you go
And,
East?
and a lot of it was like the Jewish shit, like fucking.
Yeah.
What is it? Auschwitz is in fucking Poland. My
Yeah,
grandfather
yeah.
is from the area where they put Auschwitz or whatever, you know, like fucking. And I don't know. It's just like, but it seems like that whole shit. It just has like this super huge, weird, anti-Semitic vibe, and I'm just wondering, like, okay, where'd all these Jews come from then? Like, cause fucking, aren't they all from Israel? Like, so then these dudes emigrated.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like, the Russians didn't like them and the Germans didn't like them, and then they just decided to fight about it for like 200 years.
Yeah, no, it's strange. It's strange. I would have to say I don't.
And that whole area, it's like gypsies, and I like the way they hate gypsies and Roma and like Jews, and it's just like, it's really weird, man.
Yeah, no, it's trippy because like growing up, I always thought my dad and my both my parents are pretty much immigrants, dude. They have. I would see these movies of people putting silverware on certain sides of the plate, and I would see tablecloths, and I would see certain manners. They had no manners. You ever realize when you realize your parents have zero manners? And not that you
No, my
want to have
parents have
manners.
manners, so I'm sorry. I don't.
Well, you watch these movies and you're like, oh, those are the elites. Oh, these people don't do that. Oh, these people don't have shitty furniture. You got fucking shitty furniture. This
Yeah,
motherfucker cares about cleaning the banister.
My
They got
folks are
fucking
just
dusters.
fucking like regular ass people, man.
Yeah,
My dad's like even like OCD cleaner kind of,
Yeah.
like just shit had to be cleaned and put away every day.
sure.
Like that was it. Like no clutter, no shit. Like the kitchen's clean.
Yeah.
I like did the dishes every night. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
good. It's a good.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, everything was clean, and like shit got out of its place. Like he wouldn't freak out or shit, you know, but he'd just be like, "Yo, man, you fucking forgot that shit. Like put that shit back," you know?
Yeah.
Like fucking taught you respect to like put your shit away. Same way my grandpa taught me respect about tools. Like, yo, fucking put the tools back where the tools go. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of the fucking core fucking values of civilization is behavior and putting the shit back where you found it so you can fucking use it again.
Yeah, that really is.
I mean, you could live a fucking mess.
The tool. Step 2 is organizing the tool.
Like, dig this. My kids, like, no joke, my kids growing up, they had tablets and shit like that. And these fucking kids,
Your kids are still growing up, babe.
They're totally still growing up.
They're not growing up.
But, like, let me just throw this to you this way. They would have these tablets, and they'd play on the tablets till the battery ran out. And then I was like, why aren't you playing on your tablet? Oh, because the battery's dead. Serious fact.
Right.
Why don't you fucking charge it?
Ooh.
I don't know. Then they go like this. Then this is where their brain's at. I don't know where the charger's at. Did you ever look for one? Did you ever look around for one? No.
I see my dad would have been the guy that goes plugged in there every night.
Yeah. It was in the 1920s or something, the 1910s.
Yeah, the great grandpa came over in the early 1900, like 1913, 1914, somewhere in there. But old man's side of the family is back as far as you could take it, like 1800s, late 1700s.
West Coast?
East
Coast.
No, it came out, but the kid came out, I want to say, in 1860s in the Civil War. The old man was retired from the army, and
that's
the
crazy.
Civil War finally got over to the Iowa, Missouri area where they were living, and the old man re-enlisted with the Union cavalry. He was a
Wow,
cavalryman.
dude, that's so old.
And youngest son or whatever was like 16. He had like 4 older sisters. I think maybe one of them was married, and he had a couple younger sisters too. He was like the only boy out of that run. The old man had like he had like 3 wives and like 15 kids or some shit over the course of like 40 years. But the guy we came from, basically the old man was like, hey man, fight's coming, so you join the army. He's like, or find a way to support your sisters. And he's like, well, there's logging out in Oregon. So he went out to Oregon in like the 1860s and worked in the logging industry and made enough money to move his sisters out during the war. And then when the old man went through the South with Sherman, and he was in one of the cavalries during the march. To
Wow,
the sea.
you know that shit, huh?
Yeah. My dad did the research a couple years ago, and so he was in the cavalry or whatever. Rejoined. He was retired. He was in his 40s. He was in his like late 40s, and was on his second wife, I think at the time, third wife, maybe something like that. I don't know. But when he rejoined up with the cavalry, he became like a whatever, lieutenant, brigadiers and whatever. And was in the cavalry, and then he went through the South on that run.
That's wild shit, man. See, that's a bit farther.
That I come from was out in Oregon, cutting down trees. In Portland, he settled in the Portland area, and then they gradually, Washington became a state, and they moved across the Columbia River, and we're from Southwest Washington. I was actually born in Oregon, but Southwest Washington is where I grew up.
Isn't it kind of wild when you have your parents are kind of diverse. Your parents are from different parts.
Yeah, well, they're from like rival towns or whatever. They're from like 2 towns that were next to each other in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, I'm thinking about my parents.
Yeah.
When you think about your parents, like not being of the same creed,
Yeah,
that's diverse,
For sure.
regardless if it's just white. It has to. I would assume it's working class mentality.
yeah, that's all. It is.
Transient, trying to survive.
Dude, just have a fucking job. That was the way I grew up. Had paper route when I was 11, and then when I turned 16, it was time to get a real job. I just always been hustling, always been working.
Yeah, it's wild.
And,
It's wild, huh?
I don't know. That's what's just crazy is like I was trying to explain to somebody earlier this year. I went and did some like New Year's rituals with some fools, and they were talking about their family's traditions and all these things. Like, what were your family's traditions? I was like, I'm white. I'm American white. Like, we don't have a tradition. Our tradition is fucking like being shitty.
Yeah.
Like, and like not caring. Like,
Yeah.
like we don't like, and it's not a dig at the fucking folks or anything. You know
You don't
what I'm
think
saying?
your parents aren't reaching for nostalgic revivals right now?
No, they're pretty chill. They're just retired. Like, they're just playing golf and like, they got their vaccines. Yeah, I think my dad's getting his second shot this week, and that's it. They just retire. They just watch, play golf, and hang out. And my mom crafts and stuff like that. She sews and
So they
gardens.
keep active.
Yeah, but the old man, he was an athlete, and he's just all his joints are shot. He's got fake knees and a fake hip.
So like, dig this. So
He
like
just
my
chills.
so like my old man, he just starts quoting verses out the fucking Bible, bro. He ain't even fucking he ain't even a practicing Catholic or Christian. He's Armenian, dude. He's just like a dirty Armenian. He's honestly a fucking greasy Armenian. His dad was even a greasy Armenian. You know what I mean? Like they were just fucking atheistic, secular fucking migrants, bro. They had no culture whatsoever. All they wanted was fucking money.
Did they come to Phoenix? You said they went
They
to
came
Fresno.
to Fresno, yeah. My old man worked the produce trucks.
Did you grow up in Fresno, or you?
No, I was born here, but my parents straight came from out of the Bay Area, and then they worked in Tennessee, and so they got to see that crazy racism over there
Right.
as Californians, and they're like, Oh wow! And they, like without being liberals, can you imagine? You're just in California, like,
Yeah.
hey, you guys can all eat in the same fucking building, you fucking assholes. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking breakfast, dude. Like, no, we don't want it. We don't want this kind here. You're like, and he's like, no, this isn't your business. This is our business. Like, this is our, like, we're allowed. We're just saying anybody can eat here. Without being political, you know what I'm saying? You're just Californians.
Yeah.
You're still racist as Californians. But when you go to Tennessee, you're like, man, that's fucking crazy how fucking segregated they are. Wow. You guys are crazy out here. You must have some family blood shit. But Californians are just migrants, bro. They're just fucking thrown in the wind. Fucking working class migrants, dude. So anyways, then they came to Phoenix, dude, because it was fucking cheap.
Were they still doing like ag work or no?
No. They were running. They were managing restaurants.
Okay, nice. Yeah, this is a good area for that.
They ran a Sambo's. You remember Sambo's?
Yeah. I know the Welcome Diner in Tucson is in an old Sambo's.
Oh, an old Sambo's, yeah.
Yeah, Sloan has a bunch of that, the signs and stuff in this
Yeah.
one storage thing where I was like, damn, that's the place you bought. I was like, that's not like, that's a pretty crazy ass fucking restaurant name.
It is. And you know who the icon was? It was like a black boy with a turban.
Yeah. It was basically some dude in blackface.
Yeah, something like
In a
that.
turban, yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And